All right. Welcome back to the shipyard. We're late because we've been goofing off, but that's fun. So this is part two in the Taithan arc, uh, which is going swimmingly. I hope. If you weren't around last time, the Hadfield was encountered a Taithan sentry, which decided that the Hadfield computer core made a lovely home. It made no real threatening moves beyond that. So tensions kind of diffused. Tess, Tolek, Vax worked some things out with Orange Black, the sentry. It now has a holographic body and is meandering through the ship. Second of three, our lovely resident Borg with an Iconian knowledge bank in his brain, had seen reconnaissance photos of this area from Titan, identified an eco sculptor, kind of in the realm of Genesis, the Genesis device from Khan. And so once he knew that became priority one. We need to go deal with this thing, because if that gets unleashed on the universe, well, any planet is under threat, including Earth. So, yeah. Also, where we left off, Garrick had sent reminder messages to Yorin and Chief Zip about them not taking care of business, and how he would like a nice new shiny piece of tech. Perhaps the Eco Sculptor? I don't know. Also in that, he did tell Chief Zip that his daughter said hi, and Chief Zip's daughter, not Garrick's daughter. That would be weird. And also had a couple of pictures enclosed of Garrick with the daughter. So that's
alongside, of course, a copy of today's newspaper with the date on it. Because that's always how you send kidnapping pictures.
Sure. I mean, I think by the time it got to Zip, it was maybe a day old, but
like bread.
Yeah, recent enough that it was still under threat. Let's see what else. Taffy, our changeling from the other timeline, or a other timeline. An other timeline? Yes, an other timeline. That's the grammar. He has been granted full asylum on board the ship. The cat
recap episode.
The cat is around. No, more like a recap couple of minutes just to make sure everybody's still on the same page. This is like the previously on, so that everything's relevant.
Last time on
so
the
you
USS
know what
Hadfield
happens when we actually get there. Oh yeah, Zip's wife's still around. That's probably important.
She's still in the brig.
Is she still in the brig? Has she ever been released from the brig? We should probably deal with that. Yeah, I guess she is still in the brig. That's probably a good place for her until somebody actually deals with her.
Whoa. Typical. Woman has to be patient. Just kidding.
No, hey, look, until one of like three people interacts with her. I mean, Tess has already interacted with her. So yeah, it's Tess, Tolek, and the captain, Descartes. One of the three of them has to make a more informed decision to release the prisoner. Person of interest? Person being...
And that was it for last time on Star Trek. The
Hadfield
title?
Generation.
The Hadfield? Star Trek Hadfield?
Okay, fair enough. On Star Trek, the next Hadfield. Oh, wait.
It wasn't
Trek
called
Space
the next
Cadets.
Voyager.
Oh, that's sad.
It's just
should have been
Voyager.
Where's our theme? Where's our opening theme song?
I don't have one.
What's the?
Who wants to
Who
write
can sing
one?
the Enterprise theme song? Go.
It's been a long time. Okay, I'm
I
done.
don't actually know the theme song. I
Neither
knew
do
like
here.
one word.
I
All right.
could I could play the Warp Core Breach opening theme. That was pretty good. That would probably be the same music I'd use to open this. It's a good drama. It was,
Oh, yeah. So, did we have anything else that we were going over, or are we jumping into action?
Unless somebody has something, I think we're jumping into action.
Yes.
So where we left off last time was holographic
That is
body.
not a Captain's Stardate log, sir.
Well, okay, talk to the captain.
The
All right,
captain
we actually have
is
a real
currently
captain.
occupied.
You can't make that up. Captain, you should start the episode with a Stardate log.
What is the current stardate?
I think I put him on the spot.
None of my watches are working. Damn you, Orange!
Maybe he
My
muted
orange
himself.
smartwatch. It's missing.
Maybe.
He doesn't look muted for the chat, but maybe his microphone is muted.
No, I cannot mute mine. Can you not hear me?
No, there we go. Now you're louder.
Ah.
Aha!
I had to raise your volume.
If you know what I
Captain's
mean.
log, stardate something 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 point something.
Oh. Yeah.
4.3.
Dr. Gill still haven't figured out my cough yet.
Has anybody got a lozenge?
Here you go, sir.
Thank you, as you were. Shut up, Wesley. Wait, where did that come from?
You were logging, sir?
Logging many hours in the simulator.
He doesn't know what happened last time either.
Fine. Fine. First officer's log, supplemental. We have dealt with the situation of the Hyethan sentry interacting with the ship. Seems to be passive for now, and nothing to worry about in terms of ship security. We'll be sure to keep a strong eye on this one that calls itself Orange Black. We are now heading towards the home planet of the Hyethans to investigate the Eco-Sculptor and learn more.
Shot focuses now on the bridge with all of the senior officers participating. Captain, I'm picking up something on sensors. Oh, wait, we already knew we were picking up something on sensors, but that doesn't change the drama of it.
Put those down.
So,
Sorry, sir. Sensors are detecting something.
What is it they are detecting?
More
More information.
Are we closer to Hyethan now?
yes.
Because it's been hours since then.
Sure. We'll advance time enough that you are now in range of the Naba Zid Vendi, which is their name for the Eco-Sculptor.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
Oh, crap. Scanning. I've got a 20 and a 3 and a plus for whatever the ship gives me.
Somebody want to roll me a ship die?
5.
Oh.
Sweet.
Well, that's definitely a success.
2 successes.
Well, okay. But a 20, you say?
I don't know what you're talking about. Who said that? Did I say that?
Yeah.
I defy you to prove that.
I can go watch it on YouTube right now.
Oh, well, that could be a problem.
Caught you red vocal corded.
All right. So you detect me with a ship sheet for this. You detect that it has
a skill of 6 in shields and a discipline of 5 in security.
no. You're actually detecting very, very massive power from the probe.
It's power.
You're also detecting most of that power is being routed to computer systems right now. It has very powerful weapons that from what you can detect.
I'm getting a reading, sir. I'm reading that it is power. Is the best way I can describe it, sir.
And from a technical term, when I say power, it has 20 power.
20 power, sir.
Which wouldn't mean anything in universe, but from a comparison's sake, the Hadfield has 11 power.
It is almost twice as powerful as us, sir.
There you go.
All of that is going into a brain the size of a planet.
No.
Sorry, wrong side.
Roughly the size of the International Space Station.
The ship is, or
the ship, the probe.
That's tiny.
Yes. Yes, that's the
this
point.
thing looks like it's a bomb just waiting to go off, Captain. I suggest we nuke it from orbit.
Hold fast. We need more information before we just simply react.
Understood.
And at this point, you are now detecting that you are being scanned.
How rude. How voyeuristic. How could they do such a thing? Oh, wait,
Shields
we just
up.
did the same. Are we declaring a yellow alert?
I just called for shields.
All right.
You didn't call for a yellow alert. Shields up go with the yellow alert.
Mauve.
Why don't you want people to know that something's happening?
That's just what they'd expect.
Raising shields. Boop. Since Treg's not here.
Yeah. Okay. So your shields are up, and and
a
Any
bright
other
flash
activity?
of light goes through the bridge.
Yoren, give me another sensor roll. But this one is, or actually here with Solek's character, somebody give me a security a
3 and 14.
Also the ship assists. Nope, it does not. So you notice that power is being routed to weapons.
Red alert.
After you raised shields.
Our power's getting routed to weapons, or its power's getting routed to weapons?
Its power is being routed to weapons.
Detecting a buildup in the weapon system, Captain.
Open hailing frequencies.
When you have red alert, over the bridge speakers, you hear orange black come on. Captain, what are you
disturbing.
What are you doing?
Being prepared for potential threat. What are you doing questioning me?
It's reacting to you.
Fair enough. Then let's talk to it, as I've just called for hailing frequencies.
It doesn't talk. It reacts.
And
If you come in weapons hot, it's going to take the first shot.
Sir, we have not we have not redirected any power to weapons yet. Just shields.
mm-hmm.
Appears we're at an impasse.
It's not. That's not really reactionary. No.
To
Yeah, it's proactive, not
That's
reactive.
That's proactive, not reactive.
Mm-hmm.
Because unless you come in with, because unless you come in and shoot it, then that's reactive. You're actually speaking of a proactive approach, which makes it impossible for us to determine its motives. It's just going to be proactively trying to figure out what our motives are. So how are we supposed to respond to this in a rational way?
Thank you, Counselor. That's my thoughts exactly.
Sanvana being rational. Oh, right, she's half Vulcan.
Not the time for this.
Captain,
Yes.
there is a control room on the planet for this, and that is your answer.
Would it likely have any sort of hostile response to us sending an away team?
It is not guarding the planet. It is guarding its space.
How much space is that?
Yeah.
And he asks
What is the
instead of
range
immediately
of which-
offering for the helmsman to back off.
Well, we're not currently on approach to the object.
I mean, we were.
Not by my order. We're approaching the system. We arrived at the system.
So basically,
We've been in the system for a while. We were approaching the planet and the thing we were on.
So basically what we're asking is how much personal space does this thing need so it doesn't accidentally blow up our away team?
Exactly.
Personal bubble.
Yeah. Because clearly it's gonna react to us negatively because it's gonna try to proactively respond to what it perceives to be most likely to be threatening. So we need to know exactly how far that that distance is going to be so that we can reduce the amount of threat that can happen to our away team. Otherwise, there'd be no point in us continuing with this mission.
Well, Helm, place us as close to a geostationary position above this control room as we can get without getting us any closer to the object.
Is the object orbiting?
It's about as far away from the planet as the moon is to Earth.
Okay. So we can definitely get closer to the planet and be farther away from it.
Yeah, if you come in on the far side, you'd be fine.
Let's take the scenic route.
Once the planet is between us and the object, lower shields.
And I hope Madam Electronica comes along with us on the away team, because if they're so sure that it's not going to attack us, I'm only going to really trust that if they're willing to come with us on the away mission. But that's up to you, Captain. But that would be my recommendation.
Counselor, your best bet at success is for me to be on that planet with you.
Make it so. Take all reasonable precautions, no aggressive stances.
All right, so several minutes pass while you get into orbit, and you're able to find the control room. You know what the coordinates for that are. So who's going on the away mission, Captain?
Jorn raises his hand eagerly.
Well,
pick me.
in this situation, we need tactical, engineering, science, and the counselor.
Yes. Wait, what?
The counselor is also the diplomatic officer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
why I stated the counselor as opposed to specifying.
Yorn does an audible groan.
Sorry, Yorin, you're not going to be able to pick up any pets on this away mission.
And you hear a barely audible coming from the bridge.
Look that! How did that cat get here?
Tess just said, Nemo.
We've got a cat underfoot. We've got a robot in the comm systems. I like this ship. It's interesting.
I'm happy that it interests you, Yorin.
Oh, I'm certain we're all going to die, but that's only the beginning.
And Tess leans over to you, Captain, says, "Shall I lead this?"
Please do.
She nods.
Maybe you can bring a sense of responsibility and duty to this ragtag bunch.
I'll do my best, sir.
Ha, we're all ragtag, not just me.
All right, Sanvana, Yorin, you're with me. She hits her comm badge. Chief Zip, meet me in transporter room 2. Tolek, gonna need you in transporter room 2 as well.
Tolek?
The
Understood.
Chief of security.
Oh, I thought that was Solek.
No, that's the admiral.
Oh, I thought that was Sarek.
Solek is my
that's Spock's father.
dad.
Oh, I thought that was Kimpek.
That's a Klingon.
You are still fat, Kimpek.
Old and fat.
And Tess also says, Dr. Gill, I'm going to need a medical officer for the away team. Perhaps one of your nurses.
Or a doctor.
Or a doctor. Whichever you'd prefer.
Come on.
Nick, pick
Yes.
pick somebody. You get to be the medical officer here. Do you want to be a doctor or do you want to be a nurse?
He wants to be Dr. Mikhail.
Dr. Davin McLeod, formerly of Deep Space 5.
All right, there we go. We'll make your stats up on the fly. Or we'll give you the same stats as Dr. Gill with different talents.
For the
All
record, that character is someone I'd played for over 10 years through a play-by-email role-playing game.
Nice.
There we go. All right. So, actually, what I'll do, he'll have the same stats as the nurse. Because that's like a secondary character. So
He's got sort of science engineering flair, or like medical engineering. He's Bajani. If that helps any.
I've got the nurse. The nurse has a medicine, obviously medicine, and then a science, then engineering. So,
Doctor.
all right.
It's a good thing we have someone to pilot if we need it.
Hey, I can drive.
Oh, that's what all counselors say.
No, I literally made it so that I could drive because I didn't want to fall into the stereotype of the woman who can't drive.
You didn't want to fall into the stereotype of the end of the Enterprise D?
Yes.
Excellent.
All right, so there's, 6 of us on this transporter pad?
Yeah, it's Tess, Yorin, Sanvana, Solek. No, Tolek. Tolek. I will get that right someday.
I should just change his name.
Really should.
I'll think of that. Don't worry. I'll use my dad's name.
Tess, Tolek, Zip, Sanvana, Yorin, and Dr. McLeod.
Of the Clan McLeod.
And Orange Black on the center cargo bit. 7.
Yorin looks to the side.
Everyone has type 2 phasers.
Orange Black is there?
Yes, you need.
Did they actually give him a mobile emitter?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Orin looks over confusedly and looks up and down. Could you even make it to the surface?
They gave me a mobile emitter. He says with a smile.
How many of those do we have? I should put in a requisition for one.
They told me the Daystrom Institute sent us with a spare. So I think
Is that Dr. Gills?
No. I promise it's not.
Sense motive.
Oh, fine.
Hey, you're the one who always keeps getting on us for not questioning these things.
I know.
If you want to turn this into a D&D session, I can do it.
Fine.
I sense everything.
This is
I got a 20 and a 3. Be a crit with my psychology.
Okay. So it's gonna be his. I guess he's trying to lie. So it's gonna be his. It's your insight security. Security.
Hey guys.
I got 1 crit.
Howdy.
Oh wait, security?
I guess. I don't know. Science mobile emitter. You'd know if there was more than one of those.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's going to be his like daring security. Or
There's
daring.
why is there just no good choice for lying in this?
Well, it's either like
game.
command or security.
It's funny you say something right then.
Yeah. Nope. So, you out succeeded him. So enjoy another momentum.
Yay!
But he's not lying. He's just really bad at what he's saying. There is actually a spare mobile emitter on the ship.
Gotcha.
It doesn't have much power. It's not like super long use. But this one's good for about 6 hours.
I look at it closely and it's like, oh, the spare mobile emitter. I forgot we had one of those. Okay.
Yeah, it's in case the other one fails, gets shot, breaks.
I love prototype technology. I'll be glad to fix it if something goes wrong on the planet, as he sits there and smiles.
Oh. Yay. I have every confidence in you, Lieutenant Yorin. Well,
I'm bringing along my engineering kit. Because
oh.
you never know when you might need a second engineer for these things.
Yeah, you and Zip and
My science stuff and my engineering stuff. Man, I'm like going on a holiday. I have like a big backpack full of stuff.
Please tell me you have a fanny pack. I feel like you did.
Yorin would
Small,
so
though.
have a fanny pack.
I could have a fanny pack and a backpack.
Oh.
Okay, Treg, we are beaming down to Taith into a control room. So, and you are part of this away team.
Okay. When did we get to this planet?
In like the last 20 minutes.
Okay, cool.
We approached. We were stupid about the ship in orbit, so then we decided to give it some berth and take the long way around.
Got it. Do we have any momentum that I could have taken a phaser rifle?
Yes? You want to take a phaser rifle?
I would love to.
Great. I think
I did declare that we take no aggressive stances, so no.
No phaser rifle.
That doesn't mean you can't have a phaser rifle.
I think bringing more than standard gear is an aggressive posture.
They don't know what standard gear is here.
Hey, they
The
thought
captain knows.
They thought us just approaching it was aggressive. You think if we bring a big old gun, they're not going to go, I wonder what that is. No.
Okay, here's how we're going to play this. Or, Tolek, you walk into the transporter room holding the phaser rifle, and Orange Black kind of looks at you and goes, Lieutenant Commander, I'd hate to tell you how to do your job, but they might consider that aggressive
Standard equipment.
if we get the preservationists But on the other hand, if we get the deconstructionists, we're going to need that. So, I don't know. This is kind of a... I mean, then again, if we get the preservationists...
I mean, it is his job.
They'd probably be a little more understanding. Plus, you've got me on your side. I can explain some things. Then again, I don't want to overrule the captain. You're the chief of
The
security.
doctor pipes up and says, "I never want to be underprepared. Just bring the damn thing."
I could have it. I'm sure it has a thing. I could have it slung over my shoulder and just.
You could have. Oh, or Yoren's face lights up. Or you could hide it in, say, a holographic matrix.
Oh no.
Captain, I think it's better to if we're going to have it out in the open than to appear that we're trying to be deceitful.
Oh.
It sends a bad message diplomatically if we come in trying to hide weapons everywhere. If
Not everywhere, just inside Orange Black.
It wouldn't be hidden.
The doctor pulls out his tricorder, links it with the transporter system, and starts getting recordings of all your current medical states, so if anything happens, which is likely to happen, then he's got a better chance of actually being able to help you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get cloned.
So that phaser rifle is going to cost you momentum.
Hey,
Anyone
you guys
wanna,
were the ones that said that we didn't want the phaser rifle to be seen.
anyone want to take anything else? Pulse grenades?
The doctor has an implanted multi-atmospheric breathing apparatus. I do have it written down and other stuff, so it's something that's implanted in him. He takes it everywhere.
Yeah.
Basically, it can seal off his windpipe and everything, and it produces its own atmosphere, so he can survive in anywhere that's not physically toxic.
Is that like one of your
Like
experimental
acid.
things?
Yeah, I invented it like over a decade ago.
Oh,
Actually,
that's
coming up on 20.
my experimental thing didn't actually do anything.
Oh,
But
Yes.
that's okay.
did
Yeah.
that flashy lights and look pretty?
I'm assuming that I brought like a standard tricorder and something to write stuff down on, right?
Yeah, everyone has a tricorder. Everyone has
A pad, a kit, a phaser.
a pad. Well, okay, everyone
Not
has
everybody
a
has a kid, but
everyone has a phaser.
Everyone who is trained has what they are trained in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sure, you as the diplomatic officer would totally have a pad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That would make all kinds of sense.
Yeah, because occasionally you want to write stuff down. It's important.
Yep.
What important, ridiculous.
Oh, I don't think bringing any more weapons on the ship is going to be a good idea.
So the Vax, who's running the transporter room, has scanned the area that you're beaming into, and he says, "All right, I detect 4 life signs in the control room.
All right, prepare for hostile takeover.
I can beam you in there. I can beam you right outside."
Captain, I would recommend we beam right outside if you don't mind my input. I think beaming right into the middle might be a bit.
Captain's on the bridge. You guys are there.
This is leading to some Winston.
Yep.
I would recommend that we don't beam right in the middle. That might be a bit surprising.
Well, we would definitely have the element of surprise.
Are we trying to surprise them or talk to them?
Are we expecting them to be openly hostile?
If
There's a 50-50 shot.
50-50.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Either they are or they're not.
And
We could not have our weapons at the ready when we beam down. But
honestly, given the fact that
that we know nothing about the Taith and have never made diplomatic contact with them before.
Yeah, and the fact that the Eco Sculptor was as reactive as it is.
Yeah, nobody has that kind of reactive technology is going to be super excited about us beaming right into the middle of wherever they are.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we believe that the Taith didn't know Jack? Left from right.
We don't have a lot of info. Because as of this point,
Primitive society.
we don't know a lot of we don't have a lot of information on them, so we don't know how this particular group has evolved over time. They might be more reactive than usual.
So what we know from Martha, Zip's wife, is that the
Ravagers.
Well, the Taith in her universe were the ones that killed Zip.
Ravagers.
And what Second of Three stated was that the Taith might have been the ones responsible for destroying the Iconians.
Oh, crap.
So, good idea to bring along a phaser rifle or two.
Yeah.
But probably not a good tactical move to go in the middle. You're just going to provoke. You could provoke hostile action where it's not necessary.
But if there's
You know what?
anyways, then we're prepared.
It's always necessary.
Dorn?
Hey, this was in that movie that Chief Dip showed me the other day.
Davin pipes up saying, have we ever physically encountered either of these two people before?
No.
No visual history, nothing, no
I
biological
didn't even try to
history.
hail them.
So there's absolutely no way of determining which faction they belong to.
Nope.
Then I suggest
Down we
we
go.
exercise caution.
Outside.
That's what I'm doing.
Are we ready to beam down?
Yes, Commander.
Vax energized to the outside the control room.
We need a transporter sound effect. I don't know which series that was from, but it sounded fine enough.
Okay.
Like a compilation.
It wasn't high pitched enough to be original series, but it did kind of have the thrum of a Voyager, maybe. Did Voyager have the thrum? I don't even remember.
Out of character next to Captain Knight. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
That was a J.J. Abrams first thing.
All right. Congratulations.
We're on the surface. We managed to get off the ship without dying.
Yay!
Yeah.
Without killing each other.
Hold that thought for a moment.
Rooms with their lens flares.
Tolek and Tess find themselves inside the control room. Sanvana and Yorin, you find yourselves in...
I'm always stuck with your.
Because you are. You find
Plot
yourselves
Safest choice.
in an area really weird and by yourselves. And then
That's descriptive.
Zip, I'll get back to you. Zip, Orange Black, and Dr. McLeod, you find yourselves in a hallway with a door, and that seems to be the intended location of your transport. So, to start, Yorin and Sanvana.
Okay, so what does our weirdness look like?
You find yourselves inside of a very essentially an engineering area, almost like the
Technological.
Yes, very technological area, almost like the engineering area of, say, a submarine. Lots of loud mechanical noises, somewhere up around probably 100 decibels.
Industrial technological.
Yes. Your best.
Is there any people present?
No.
All right, so we need
I
to
turn to Savannah and I turn around to see who's around and see only Sanvana. It's like, oh, hey, are we the steampunks now? I heard about this in the database this one day.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and scan to figure out where we are.
That's
so
no fun.
someone should probably should I do a roll to see how effective my scan is?
Fine,
Yeah.
I also pull out my scanner.
Yeah, you should definitely do that. Insight science.
3 and 17. I think that is actually still 2 successes for me.
Yes, it is.
3 successes make it, actually.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, I don't have a scanner focus.
Oh, okay. So
2
two.
successes.
So Sanvana, I guess you're assisting. So give me one roll, one die.
18.
No.
No, but you didn't fail. So yay.
Okay.
I didn't fail.
All right. So you're detecting the structure. Yorn, you pick up on this. You're detecting the structure you scanned from orbit. To the best of your knowledge, you
It's
are
above us.
on the probe.
Okay. Well, I need to. So
Wait, the
I
probe?
need.
You are on
The Eco Sculptor?
the Eco Sculptor. You are on Nabazin Vende.
But I'm not. So we're not on the planet. So we missed the planet.
We didn't miss the
Somehow-
planet. We went through the planet to a lunar orbit on the other side.
Somehow the two of you ended up on the probe.
Okay. We need to. Since this probe is quite proactively aggressive, I think that we need to communicate, see who we can communicate with, and then we need to get off of it.
Yorin taps the side of his science thing with the side of his hand with his open palm, like, "Why is this thing working? What?" And shakes it a little bit. This doesn't seem right.
Is it so? Because mine didn't work, right?
No, but you can see what he's doing.
All right, so I tap. So Sanvana taps on her communicator and tries to reach out to Tess, because Tess is the leader. So, Tess, can you come in?
No response.
No.
Static.
All right, and so I need to see if maybe if the Hadfield can hear us too. So I should. Hadfield, can you hear us? Still static.
I mean, they are on the other side of the planet.
You get out a little garbled. You start hearing this. This is Hadfield. Come in, Sanvana.
Yeah. We. It looks like we,
around.
I can't remember his name. What's his name?
Of what?
The guy that beamed us out and
Vax.
is it that?
It
Vax.
was the Ferengi.
Okay, I know it was a Ferengi, but I didn't want to say, "Hey, Ferengi, beam us out of here."
Hey,
Vax,
beard guy.
Vax, can you get us off of here?
I'm trying, but I can't get a lock.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. We'll reach back. We'll get back to you on that. Yorin says, trying to speak into her communicator, or not even thinking about using his own.
Vax, what do you need for us to do so that you can get a lock on us?
Static now.
That's no fun.
Well, we are on. Yorin going into science mode. Well, we are on a very high-powered ship. It would be reasonable to assume that reducing some of its power output would be a good way to stop some of the scattering effect.
However, if we reduce its power output, it might view it as a hostile act, and it may decide to kill us.
I start scanning for internal defenses.
You probably should do a roll to see how successful that is.
Oh, I am.
All right, you let me know.
Don't you let me die.
Do I have a challenge rating? I know I keep rolling before we get a challenge rating, but
difficulty 2.
All right, this seems important, and I guess Sanvana will technically help. So I will spend a momentum.
Mhm.
And what kind? Science insight again, or security insight?
This is going to be insight or reason security.
Gotcha. 2 successes and 1 complication. I've rolled a 20 on like every skill check I've tried tonight.
Oh, and you were scanning for defenses.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, this
I just love
Internal
scanning for
defense.
defense modes.
Yeah, you were scanning for internal defenses. Well, so
Sunmana, do you help at all?
I don't have that kind of specialty.
You don't have to. You can at least try.
Yeah.
You're the
No,
only person I have to help me over here. Oh, no matter how much I regret it.
Yorin, it's just really good to see you working. To be honest, I was so enthralled by that I forgot to help.
I mean, well, you aren't wrong. Okay, but next time I could use your help.
I will. Don't worry, Yorin.
Okay.
I don't want to die on here with you as much as you don't want to die on here with me.
So you, as you're scanning, you start noticing that there are cameras around the room that you're in. There are next to those cameras. There's what looks to be laser openings.
Murder holes.
Yeah, very very smart murder holes. There's also you start noticing that you're standing on scaffolding, so you need to watch your step.
There's down.
There's down from where you're at.
It can't be that far. I mean, it's International Space Station sized.
Yeah, but there's some down.
Unless it's bigger on the inside.
I didn't say that.
Oh.
It's not a
I also spend my free scanning momentum for being science officer to get any additional information.
By the way, I need to do another roll to see if I sense any people on the ship using my my spidey senses.
Sure, we'll get to that in a moment. So additional information. You see a door about 15 feet ahead of you. It doesn't look locked to the best of what you can see from here, but
the scan says there is nothing keeping it locked.
Okay, I was gonna say, how does something look locked? There's not like a little padlock on it.
There is a keypad next to it. Okay, but
it just looks like a door with a keypad.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like there's an active locking mechanism. However, and here's your complication.
Yay!
As you're scanning this, you start hearing, "Intruder, state your identity."
Hi, I'm Yorin. Who are you?
Yorin.
Do you have a name?
I am who I am.
Hello, who I am.
I'm Sanvana Akar. We're from the USS Hadfield. We come in peace.
Oh, I gotta resist saying the next line of that song.
Yep.
So when I said it, it hurt because I knew that Yorin would want to.
We'll see if you leave in peace or leave in pieces.
Yorin pulls out his pad and writes that down. That's a good one.
Yorin, now's not the time to write down jokes for later.
Look, if we die, we gotta pass this information to somebody. This is important.
All right, I need to do. All right, is there anything we can do to convince you to do the former rather than the latter? I think that's the right order of that.
I don't see any ladders around here.
Let's see if you can get to me. If you can get to me, you will be able to leave in peace.
I love a challenge.
Do you
have? It's be so much fun.
Do you have a name that you'd prefer us to call you, or is me fine?
I thought it was who I am.
I am who I am.
See?
Don't worry. When you're not talking to each other and you're talking to something else, I will know.
He's got a point.
I am what I am.
She's got a point.
Is there something?
It's got a point.
Are you going to try to destroy us if we move, or is moving okay?
Well, that just would be rude, wouldn't it?
Now that would be telling.
No, telling would be telling.
Yorin already starts moving towards the door.
Yorin. Yorin. Yorin.
Am I at the door?
Well, he looks pretty alive.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm before the end of this trip, aren't I? I need to run a.
Yes. No. Your medical scans look fine.
All right, I need to do a roll to see if I can sense any like real people, like alive people on the ship, or if I'm just talking to a computer.
Oh,
or
sure.
what I sense from the.
Any detectable consciousnesses.
There you go.
Consciousnesses.
Sure.
I was trying to find words, but they were not happening.
No Ken has words.
I believe we determined this was, for you, this was all part of, this came down to insight medicine.
Okay. So how many died?
2.
All right. A 17 and a 4.
Oh, that's 1 success.
Okay, I'll take it.
You
maybe 2 if she has a focus.
I got focus.
Does she not have a focus in her own empathy?
No.
Oh, well, that was silly.
Cultural studies.
I think that would count toward this because this is some kind of
This is obviously some kind of an escape room.
that has an attitude too. That
Cube.
Linguistics.
I mean, let's be honest. Every AI I've run into in this series has had an attitude,
including the Mirror Universe one that was really sarcastic. That was probably my most fun one.
Maybe that's where it came from.
Ooh, now that's an idea. Anywho, you are detecting one life entity.
One brainwave pattern.
Yes, and that's about as much as you're gonna get.
Not really forthcoming with the information, are you?
Well, maybe you should have rolled better or asked for assistance.
Yorin, you were already running toward a door. I told you not to run toward. I'm sorry, my trust level is a little low.
Oh, running, walking, power moving.
Yorin, we're gonna have to work together, or else we're gonna end up hurt. Can you agree with that?
Well, I am working together. If I walked and I died, then you would know what not to do.
Yorin.
Yes?
Let's go to the door together and figure it out. How does that sound?
Oh, you're too cautious. I'm already over here. Come on.
Fine. So I
Come here.
I walk
Come on.
carefully along the scaffold. Don't whistle at me. I am not a dog.
You can do it.
Oh, okay. And we're gonna transition away from this.
Oh.
Thanks so much, David.
We're gonna come back.
I just got whistled at. I'm an adult human.
I know. No, you're an adult Vulcan. Betazoid.
Volcazoid.
Have something.
All right. Outside or inside? Inside the control room. Who did I send inside the control room?
Did you say it was me and you or something?
The security
Yes.
officers.
Yes. Tess and Tolek.
Was there like a 5th member of the away team? I'm forgetting.
There are 3 people outside the control room.
But you don't know that.
No, I don't.
There are, yeah.
You just know who's not with you.
Right now, Tess and Tolek know that there's 5 people not here.
Okay, good. That's
So,
Does that mean there are no extra people there?
well, there's no Hadfield crew with us.
dun dun dun.
So Tess, as we materialize, Tess looks around and goes, oh no, we're in the control room.
As might be evidenced as if there were 4 other people, life signs over there, ready to pull weapons on you instantly.
I take it where we're beaming to.
Yeah. Tolek.
Commander.
I don't think we're supposed to be.
I don't think so either. And we're alone.
Cover?
Yes.
Okay, down. Quiet. I don't think they spotted us.
Or your conversation of, hey, where is everybody? Let's get down and hide so no one sees us.
Well, and this is where it's going to come down to a roll. So every Tolek, give me a. This is going to be a daring security roll.
Okay.
Stealthy.
Tell me how many successes you get.
Okay. I have 15, so 1 success and 1 fail. 14 and 18.
So, okay. And test. Oh, that's not. Okay. Well, Tess also got 1 success. So they don't appear to notice you. They like when you first materialized, they didn't see you. They didn't hear the transporter because there is a droning noise in this control room. Kind of a mechanical hum.
Mm-hmm.
That apparently was louder than the transporter.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. But one of them has kind of put down what they were working on and has started walking towards you. Might be normal, might be due to the fact that they heard something. Heard the conversation, heard something out of the ordinary. I don't know.
Do I know what side of the planet we're on? Like, the more dangerous or less dangerous?
The last report you had was what Orange Black was able to tell you from 100 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And this control room was fairly deep in the heart of preservation territory.
Are those the more hostile ones?
They would be the less hostile.
Oh, okay.
They would be the ones that would be surprised at somebody coming in, but would definitely be willing to hear you out. The deconstructionists are the we must get rid of technology people.
Got it. Okay.
So this person, and I should say this person's in some kind of a uniform, even with a little bit of a coat, almost a lab coat, indicating that they might be a scientist of some sort. They do not appear to be armed, but you also can't see their waist due to the fact that the lab coat is covering it.
Got it. From my cover, can I, maybe by listening, tell how many of them there might be in the room?
Yeah. So you have to pay really careful attention because of the mechanical hum. But you're able to pick out 4 voices, footstep patterns, basically 4 different entities here.
I'll make the hand signal for 4 to.
Okay.
So
Yeah, because Tess can't hear. She doesn't have the same hearing you do.
The 8 years.
The advantage of being Vulcan.
Now, if only we had a Ferengi.
Oh, true.
Actually, probably be incapacitated by the noise.
Probably.
Yeah, that. She says, Tess gets a little closer to you and says, all right, same situation we had when we were debating where to beam in, and now we beamed in. We can give ourselves up, or let ourselves be known, but we run the risk if they're not friendlies.
Yeah.
We can wait for the others. Hope that they beam to our original coordinates and wait for them to get in.
Incapacitate them one by one and go find the rest of the away team.
That's not exactly the best welcome that I would want to leave, but we...
Understandable. We also don't want to run the risk of being captured and unable to help the rest of the away team.
I say we give the rest of the away team 5 minutes, and we'll see if they can make it, and then we'll pursue your plan.
I nod.
Okay. All right, let's go to the hallway.
Dun, dun, dun.
So you find yourselves outside of the control panel, or outside of the control room. You have a locked door. No other doors around. A very long hallway, couple hundred yards or couple hundred meters, as it were, before you see anything else. And this very kind of underground bunker chic, very metallic, kind of rusted. Several lights in there. Fairly clean. Nothing. Looks like it's at least somewhat traveled, but not super frequently. So people would have a reason to access this area, but not. It's not like there's hundreds of people coming and going. So, crew outside, what? How would you like to proceed?
Guns blazing! Guns blazing!
Outside the control room, you mean?
Yes, so that's Zip, Dr. McLeod, and Orange Black.
Well, we had our orders. I'd say proceed diplomatically, just prepared.
Real quick, what was that? Our orders? Because I might have missed those when I was hopping in and out.
Not to present an aggressive posture.
Gotcha. But we're split up from the away team suddenly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you find yourselves in this corridor and only the three of you going, where's everybody else?
Sorry, John, you've got a lot of wind on your microphone.
1 sec then.
And who needs everyone else?
There we go.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
Problem. All right. Noticing everyone's gone, security training kicks in, and I just look around like, Doc, we need to start scanning for life signs. And then I pull out my tricorder and start scanning for tech. And any kind of transporter signal, anything that might indicate, maybe they were beaming down and got redirected, something like that. I kick into science mode and security mode all at the same time.
Mm-hmm. So your scan tells you that there's a residual transporter beam on the other side of the wall, inside of the control room.
But there's a door blocking us.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll scan the door.
I look for a doorbell.
Yeah, thank you. I was going to scan the door and do it, but
so
I scan with my eyes first to see what I see.
So you see a door, kind of a metallic door, and then to the side of it you see a control panel. Looks digital, much like a standard Federation door panel. There's nothing. There's no power to it at present. It's just a black panel next to the door right now. From a visual inspection.
All right. I'll give the panel a quick scan.
Okay. As you scan, this is difficulty 0, so you can roll or to try to gain momentum or not.
Sure.
It's
normal 2 dice, right?
Yeah. It would be insight engineering.
It's 13, 12 and 14, so 1 success.
Okay, so you get 1 momentum. So you detect that there is power going to this control panel.
Okay.
There's no apparent booby traps.
Okay.
And the door is locked, as best you can tell.
All right. I just while scanning, I just give the control panel a couple of taps, see if I can activate it.
Okay. On the second tap, you see 9 symbols pop up that you do not recognize whatsoever.
Let's see. I try to get clever with this. I'm going to scan it and see if I can detect any that the 20th century version would be, blow dust on it and see if there are fingerprints on any of the numbers. But I'm going to scan it and see if there's any like biosignatures on any of the symbols. Like they've been used frequently and the others have been ignored.
Okay. So that is going to be a I like that as an insight science roll. Yeah, we'll have that as insight science.
Can
reason science? I'll let that go. Reason science.
Okay, that's better. Can the doc help since I'm looking for biosignatures of some kind?
Happy to.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. So it's 2 dice since it's your plan.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 dice for you and 1 die for the doc.
Sure. I just need a 14.
And this is going to be difficulty 3, but there is partial success. So
okay.
20.
So I'm gonna spend a momentum. Well, I should have declared that beforehand, so I won't. So I got a 13 and 19. So 1 success for me.
Wow. Okay. So you notice that there are 4 keys that have more biomatter on them. It's the upper left, upper right, and the second row on the left, and the center one.
Okay, so I know what potential digits, quote unquote, to tap, but I don't know in what order, and I don't know how many times.
Sorry, to put it in our keyboard form, it's the 1, the 3, the 4, and the 5.
1, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
So,
well, even assuming just a 4-digit code, that's 1,000 possibilities. So I'm sorry, that's 10,000 possibilities. No, 9,000. Well, it's something like that. It's on that order, so that's not good enough. All right.
256.
no, because it. Well, yeah. Now that there's.
Oh no, you're right. It's 4 digits and 4 possible. So 4 times 3 times. Yes, 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Right. It's not too bad. Well,
depending on the length of the string.
Right. Assuming. Let's get into Star Trek technical talk now. Assuming a standard 4-digit tap, but. Okay. I look at the doctor and shrug. You have any other ideas? Because if not, I'm just going to start tapping. I'm going to try some combos out.
We could always just knock.
Okay, take the fun out of it. Go ahead.
You asked for other ideas.
No, I did. And the crew's missing. Let's sorry. I've got things going on. I'll be okay. I put my professional face back on. And I just raise a fist. Go for it, please. I take a step back and I sort of, just hang my hand towards my phaser, but I'm not trying to. I don't want to be aggressive at all. If it's there in case I need to pull it.
Okay. Back inside the control room. Tolek and Tess, you hear this knock, very faint knock. And none of the people in the room are reacting to it at all. Probably that they can't hear it. Tess kind of looks at Tolek and goes, "You don't think that's them, do you?"
What?
The knock at the door?
Oh, we heard it.
Yeah, just barely.
I hope not.
Well, think about the rest of the crew. If Yoren is out there, he'd knock.
Yeah.
It's a very Yoren thing to do.
I know that's true.
Yep.
And Zip would try to decrypt the door if there's a panel. See, they're knocking because they can't get in. And then, should we try to open it? Or should one of us try to open it?
Are we near the door, or are we on the other side of the room?
You're closer to the door than the rest of them.
What is the one the preservationist closest to us doing? Because I assume they heard it as well.
You already said that they didn't seem to react to it.
Yeah, none of them really seem to react. And yeah, so to be fair, you don't know that it's a preservationist.
True. The
Taethan.
I almost said creature, but yeah, Taethan.
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 Yeah, the Taethan is kind of at this point they're looking through some documents, actual like paper copies of documents.
Am I closer to the door, or is Tess?
Tess just slightly. Like you're kind of both behind the same like stack of crates. like multiple crates stacked next to each other and then stacked a little high. And you're kind of looking around and seeing things.
Are the Tithans humanoid? Are they organic? Or
they're organic. They're humanoid. They're kind of, from their appearance, you're seeing kind of scales. Not scales, but almost reptilian-like features on their face. Kind of that green yellow glow, and skin that looks like it needs to be watered, for lack of a better term.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the.
Are you saying scaly skin?
Yeah.
Okay.
But so kind of an alligator crocodile look to them.
Got it. But not Cardassians.
But not a Cardassian.
I'll gesture to Tess, or I guess if I'm not able to articulate it, hand gestures.
Right.
I'll cover you if you want to open the door. I'll lean in and whisper.
So she nods and starts creeping for the door. And
if one of them seems like they're gonna see her and I'm close enough, I would go for the neck pinch. Otherwise, I'd stun them.
Okay, so we're gonna start this off, and she's gonna make her first daring security roll. This is difficulty 3. So should she spend momentum?
How much do we have?
You guys currently have 4.
It's probably worth it, I'd say.
Okay.
At least for one dice, you know?
Yeah. This said daring security. That is... That's really handy. No, she crit. So
nice.
And also succeeded and then failed, but not 20 failed.
Not bad, right?
So she's at the door, and she's able to just she taps on the same control panel, and it has 2 buttons, apparently open and close. So she presses one button and it doesn't do anything, so she presses the other button and the door opens. So outside you now have an open door.
Candygram. I guess it worked.
So you open the door, and the first thing you notice is the mechanical hum. That's fairly loud. I'd say a good, 80 to 90 decibels.
Mm-hmm. So it's getting right around the realm of doing actual damage to a normal human ear.
I'm glad we found you guys! I shout.
Did you not see them crouching behind those containers? Was
Oh,
it
they were
exactly a
crouching?
tactical response? Yeah, they're hiding behind.
Oh, I didn't hear that. No, I didn't hear that. Let's retract that. I thought they opened the door and were scanning.
Weren't they?
Tess just motions and it's like, get in, get down.
Yeah, I thought Tess was... Okay, good.
Oh, we're going in, not out? Okay.
Oh, no, I'm just taking threat for it.
Great.
Your stupid things are my fun things later.
I crouched down a signal and sort of wind my way in with her and try to whisper as loudly as I can. Are you the only 2?
We're yes, Chief. We're the only two in here. Wait, Yoren's not with you? Who knocked?
We knocked. I don't.
No, which one of you?
I
The doc-
put my hand up a little bit just for the visual cue.
Okay. Yeah. So he's
just look around confused, like I've been insulted, but I don't
have
know.
personal influence.
got it. All right. Wait. So you've got Orange Black, and he couldn't figure out the code?
Orange Black was with us?
Yeah.
Okay, that I wasn't clear on.
I'm not gonna trust.
I just go, well, we're in, aren't we?
Yeah.
Sure. All right. What do we do now? Any bright ideas?
I pull up my tricorder and try to get biological readings off.
Yeah, there's four of them. Don't
yeah.
worry, Doctor.
Oh, well, I start scanning the tech in the room.
Well, no, I want like biological information. Like you kind of get an idea of the psychology of a people based on all their biology. And the first thing I do is hit the mute button on the tricorder before I open it.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Yeah. So you've got the medical tricorder. I got the engineering tricorder. So I'm going to go for the tech.
I didn't know it had that in it.
All right. Who wants to roll first?
I'll go first.
Please. Okay, Doctor.
$10 and $16.
Sorry, this is yeah, okay, so you got one success, which is all you needed. So, yeah, I mean, guide me where you want to go with what you're actually scanning for. But
okay, so like the information on their biology is like, well, do they have physiology that would determine that they grew up in like harsh environments, gentle environments, artificial environments, natural environments, things like that. Like you can, and it just gives kind of an idea as to where they're from, what they might be like, any signs of recent injuries.
Okay,
like,
so the planet of Taith is roughly as close to their star as Venus is to the sun.
But is their star as hot as ours? Yeah,
roughly.
Okay.
So it's most of their planet, the civilization of their planet is underground. There's some that's done on the surface, but for the most part, it's kind of there's a little bit of surface, and then they grow down rather than up. So
right.
From that standpoint, that's already giving you insight into the evolution of the species. So from there, these four in the room appear to be very what we would probably call upper class white collar people. They're not ones that have been involved in combat. They don't appear to be trained for combat. These people in your training, in your medical training, in your humanoid analysis training, you see them as very methodical creatures, ones that they have been well trained to do the job that they're doing, and they are executing that job. From a further biological standpoint, it appears that they're more reptilian than mammal.
Mm-hmm.
Cold-blooded,
Mm-hmm.
which would explain some amount of surface dwelling to get heat into their body.
Or geothermal. Yeah.
Geothermal. But a balance of that.
Mm-hmm.
That also goes with the outward appearance of the green-yellow skin. You get a sense from them of Gorn, but not Gorn.
Right.
They seem... They're different than Gorn. From your very limited experience and interactions with the Gorn. But but you're getting a feel of just kind of looking at them, looking at some of the data. Things are starting to say Gorn, but there's enough differences there.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a distant cousin of the Gorn. In a further cousin way than Romulans and Vulcans.
Right. More of a genetic offshoot kind of thing rather than a cultural offshoot.
Yes.
Yeah, because Vulcans and Romulans are technically the same people. They just evolve differently after a certain point. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
I suggest the diplomatic approach. These people don't seem to be a threat to us directly.
Tess
quietly slip out.
Yeah, Tess nods at you, and she's.
Wait, my scan.
Oh yeah.
I totally agree with the diplomatic approach, but I'm going to scan first.
Oh, that's yeah. I agree with you. But yeah, that scan's a good thing to scan first.
I want to know what this stuff does. It's interesting. It's loud. It's very inefficient to me.
It's loud. I want to know. All right. So here, before you make your roll, I'm going to be better about this. Yours is a, and I'm going to be a stickler on this one. It has to be insight engineering, and it's going to be difficulty 2.
How much momentum do we have?
3.
Feel free to spend.
Yeah, I'm going to spend one. Inside engineering. Gotta get my numbers here. Okay, I'll spend a momentum. 2 and 3. 8, 9, 15. So that's 2 successes.
Not bad.
Okay, so you're even, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you. The first thing that jumps out at you is age of this tech. It is tens of thousands of years old.
My eyebrows go up at that result.
Some of it even borders into the 100,000 years old. Maybe even older. The tricorder can't actually get accurate readings back that far. But it goes old. The only thing Starfleet's ever encountered that's been that old has been Iconian tech.
Oh.
When the Enterprise visited Iconia.
I just nod at Tess to get her attention, show her the readings. This stuff is millennia old, maybe hundreds of millennia. I know they mentioned Iconia in the briefing. I haven't seen any Iconian tech, but this would probably be
everything we know.
Yeah, this is something new, maybe. Well, new to us. So.
You see one of them standing at a machine with a microphone and some kind of a helmet on.
Hope he's going to oil it.
And that is when you hear him say, "You may come in peace, but will you leave in peace or pieces?"
Oh, seriously?
You should write that down.
That's the person on the other end of the speaker.
I got to keep my hand from twitching towards my phaser. I don't like being threatened.
No,
but
they're not talking to us. We can tell that he's talking to somebody else through the microphone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Phew, okay, I thought they were talking to us.
Yeah, you two security guys just about jumped on the.
We what?
Can you guys see who they're talking to? I keep trying to move my head around without being obvious and seeing trying to get more detail what's going on, but.
The doctor raises a finger. If the goal is to incapacitate them, then perhaps extreme cold.
I'm liking you more and more, Doc.
There's always the Vulcan neck bench.
Just don't mind Mo with them.
That would.
Don't worry, I'm not the great at that.
If we can get a hold of the environmental control somehow, we can drop the temperature to a level which they would cease to function adequately. We would not need to engage in close quarter combat. And we could also avoid detection this way, potentially.
Any of you can make a reason command roll. Difficulty 1 to try to figure out where environmental controls are. But I'm only going to let 2 of you actually make the roll. So figure out who's going to make that roll.
Do we know what the skill is? Or the discipline?
Yeah. I mean, we can always talk numbers.
My reason command's 14, and can I use a computer's focus on that?
Yeah, if it's sciencey, then I defer to you guys.
Yes. Zip, you can use a computer focus. Tessa's reason command is only 12. So she might be a good backup.
Anyone got a higher reason command? Or a reason command with a focus that might apply?
No. I can tell you for certain no.
All right. It looks like it's me and Tess.
Yeah, my reason command's 12. So.
Oh, I mean, the captain does, but the captain's not here.
That guy, he's just not around when you need him.
Need more Kirk and less Picard, gosh.
All right. So Tess will be ready for the backup.
Okay. So I'll roll my 2 here. 18. 6 and 18, so I got 1 success.
Well, that's all you needed.
That's okay, good. Come on, Tess, generate us momentum.
No.
Oh, okay.
If someone succeeded, you found it. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And I don't think you actually wanted her to roll, but
okay. So
I'm wrong. You did.
Okay. I'll. So I'm. Go ahead. Sorry.
So you can. You kind of figure out from knowing engineering systems like you do, that they're keeping environmental controls on one of their computer banks. Now, granted, not the one that they're all kind of centered around, but one off in the corner. But you're going to have to go past every single one of them to get to environmental control.
All right. So I just
Is
I
there a
look
way
at
to
the others.
create a direct uplink? Is there another console that we could maybe route through the systems?
Every computer console is on the far side of the room.
Yeah.
Is the door panel connected to the rest of the systems in the station? Like, is there any other way we can bypass?
You can try the door system. He said in his very amused GM voice.
Would we be visible from the door?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. So I just tell everyone, okay,
I don't recommend.
I found environmental control. Good news, I found environmental controls. Bad news, and I point way over there. I don't think so. And although I'll look at see if I can sort of try to remotely tap into it with my tricorder, if I can piggyback into it, but I have no idea if I'm going to be. Yeah,
What if
Okay.
we link our tricorders together and we both give it a try?
Okay. I've got a better idea.
Mhm.
This is Tess here. Why don't I go talk to them while you, and that'll be our distraction while you guys go to environmental controls as a backup plan in case this all goes south.
You're in charge, Commander.
What is our doctor? Is he a hologram or something?
Nope. Bajani.
Doctor's real. The orange black, the Taithan Sentry is a hologram.
I sigh under.
Doctor says, orange black, can you alter your visual matrix to appear as if one of them?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I recommend orange black doctor. That's the distraction.
Orange Black says, I believe so, but perhaps it would be best if the commander accompanied me. Explain how I got back here. Remember, I am supposed to be a sentry, a spaceship, and seeing me in humanoid form would be odd.
Off-putting?
Different.
Hmm.
It would be analogous to if your ship suddenly had a body.
Rami.
Would
Then
that
just
not be
lie, or
Not
let
exactly
the commander do all,
Starfleet.
then let the commander do all the talking.
Lie. I did not have time to review your database on lying.
Oh, it's easy. You have to, when you're going to say something that's factual, you say the opposite, sort of.
The
Don't do it.
opposite. So
Just don't. You know what? Never mind. This is not what I want to teach a computer. I didn't say anything.
So
The doctor shakes his head.
So E does not equal MC squared.
The doctor looks at orange black and just says, "Don't get any ideas."
Oh, okay. Orange black looks recalcitrant. As he's now modifying his visual matrix and has now appeared to be Taithan. Lab coat included.
Oh,
He bought the DLC. Thank you. I'll be here all night. So we'll call it right there, and we will shift back to Sanvana and Yorin up at a door on the Eco Sculptor.
I'm alive. I'm alive.
Yeah, I figured I didn't want to keep you guys going any longer. Sorry.
Wah.
So you're at a door with a keypad.
Open sesame.
I instinctively reach for the chocolate bar I always keep tucked in my, in my pack. Because Yorin's stressing me out so badly.
Avoid sugar crash, you know.
Then I
You
go,
have a lot of stress, Doctor. Perhaps one day you should sit down with a session with me to discuss your psychological issues.
I think, no.
I am just as well trained as you are. I assure you, we went through the same curriculum, darn it.
Yorn, why don't we try the door? I've decided not to.
I am. Did you not hear me say open sesame?
That's not how doors work.
Are you sure? There was this one film that Master Zip told me about.
I then decide, well, okay, then take the chocolate bar out and start eating it. Yorn.
Yes?
I want you to scan the door, and I will help you. But you need to promise me that you're not going to talk about movies for the rest of the trip.
But I already scanned the door.
Yorn, you're hurting me.
I take out the scanner and pretend to scan the door.
What did you find, Yorn?
Okay, at that point, a keypad lights up, and you see 9. You see 9 square symbols, and then you see a rectangular symbol at the bottom that's larger.
Okay. So we need to figure out the door. So is there any way that we can use the tricorder to try to scan for, I guess we can see if there's any residue on the keypad and what the code is.
Oh, what kind of a silly person would use such an archaic method? These things have self-disinfecting repair cycles, so I'm certain there would be no biological residue on them whatsoever.
What would you recommend, Yorn?
I actually scanned the door this time.
Yorn,
Okay.
I only have 2 candy bars. I'm going to need you to not do that anymore.
So give me an insight science roll, difficulty 2.
I lost my die roller. There it is. 1, 2. Oh, wait. No, that was the wrong button. 1, 2. No, 83 was not a possibility. Let's try that again. 1, 2. There we go. 2 and a 5. That works better.
Wow. Okay. And I think with your linguistics focus, that actually really does work.
Ooh, nice. I like it. 4 successes.
Okay, so there's good news and there's bad news. The bad news is that you detect no biomatter on this whatsoever.
I told you.
Yorn.
The good news is that you recognize the symbols, or that the tricorder can translate the symbols.
Excellent.
And with some careful manipulation, going back and forth with the tricorder, you actually figure out that the order to press is the top left, or sorry, the top right, the top left, and then the second row on the left, and then the rectangular button.
Let's do that then.
So 1, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, enter. Done.
That wasn't the code.
Beep boop, boop, boop. Budding?
Fine. The door opens.
I was using the coordinate system.
Oh, you were in polar, not rectangular. That explains.
Exactly.
He was in something. All right. So
I'm
we've
in a
gone through the
stint.
door. So I'm going to start. Right.
I look back before to see where the other end of the scaffolding leads.
I fold the end of the wrapper for my chocolate bar up and place it carefully in my bag, knowing that I will need that for later. I have my tricorder out, and I don't walk through the door, but I start scanning to see what's beyond the door.
Oh, the other part of the scaffolding leads to an open hallway that you can't see the end of.
Interesting. As I wait for Sanvana to finish her little scan.
Thank you. My little scan. That's not.
How cute and adorable.
How adorable that scan is.
You non-science officer, you.
All right. I should probably do a roll for that, to see if I get anything.
Sure.
How many die?
2 always. What exactly are you trying to do, though?
I'm trying to determine what's on the other side of the door to see if there's any life forms, see if there's anything that's threatening.
Life form.
Oh, okay. So you're kind of doing like you're doing a general scan.
Yeah, I just want to make sure, because I don't know what I can see when I look through the door. I want to make sure I'm not going to walk through and do like a cartoon, legs in the air, fall down to the end of the earth thing.
Oh, okay. So that's
or an invisible laser grid.
Yeah, I'd be not a fan of that.
So that's insight, science / security, which happened to be the exact same thing for you. So you're trying to hit 13 or lower. Difficulty 1.
I have 3 and 1.
Nice.
Wow. Okay, so
you maxed out our. I'm pretty sure we've maxed out all our momentum.
No, you're at 5 because I don't think she actually has a thing to crit the 3. But I mean,
that's still 2 bonus successes from her and 2 bonus successes for me.
Oh yeah, you're right because it was difficulty 1. Yeah, and she got 3. So yes,
bam.
You're right.
Look at us producing for the team. We are the means of production.
All right. So what do I see on that other side of that door, or what do I determine?
You see a hallway with 6 paintings.
Kind of Disney haunted house is this bullshit?
I'm sorry, a Disney what?
Never mind, Yorin. So am I able to determine if it's safe to enter the hallway, or is that not a part of my role?
It appears to be safe. From everything you can see, there looks to be
you do not detect any traps.
Yeah. There's flooring there.
Yarn, did you see anything when you looked at the other side of the scaffolding?
I motioned to her towards the other end of the scaffolding because her eyes are technically better than mine.
Oh yeah, I probably could look over there. I just want to make sure you're doing your job. All right, I think we should go this way because that way looks like just a long hallway. And this says painting, so if we die here, at least we have something to look at while we die.
I mean, they could be of cultural significance, so I agree.
All right, come on, Yorn. Let's go into this strange room.
Certainly not ominous at all.
Yeah. So we both, I guess we're both entering the room.
Great. You do that, the door shuts behind you.
Of course it does. Knew it. All right.
Oh, come now. We all saw this coming.
Yeah.
Pick 2.
Pick 2 what?
Yorn starts examining the paintings closely. Well, not closely, just looking at them normally.
Well, you have to get close because your eyes suck.
Yeah.
Which so when I asked, it didn't answer back, right?
No.
All right, so I think I should do another roll. I should use. It's not going to be like it's going to be insight, and then I could use like cultural studies.
Yeah. So it'll be.
Because
I mean, you can make an insight. I'll say.
Yeah, like what is the example
Command.
paintings?
It's insight. I'm going to say insight command.
Okay.
With, I'll let your cultural studies focus kick, which means 1, 2, 3. Well, 2, 3 is crit as well as the 1 is always. This is going to be. Here's how I'm making this work. It's difficulty. It's difficulty 2, and if you succeed, I'm going to help you pick the paintings.
Okay.
I don't get to hear what the paintings are?
No, you do. This is kind of the ahead of time.
Okay.
1, 6, and 3.
Oh, so you spent a momentum to buy a third die.
Yeah, sorry. I should have told you that.
Okay.
1, 6, and 3.
So that's 2, 4, 5 successes.
Yes!
Yep.
All right. Well, you maxed out on momentum again, and I mean, I guess you have 2 bonus momentum you can use to ask questions about the cultural studies of these paintings.
Sure, let's ask. I didn't. You just said you were going to tell us which ones to pick.
Well, no. I said I was going to help. So
okay, so can you describe the paintings to me?
Well, I was already going to do that.
Go ahead. You do you.
So here's what's going to happen. I will let you now have essentially here's how we'll do it. The 2 bonus momentum, you get 2 repicks.
Nice.
Cool.
And I will eliminate 1 painting from this. So now so as this is kind of going on, you just see one of the paintings, which was actually a blank canvas, has disappeared.
Okay, so now we have 4.
5.
What?
You have 5.
Disappeared.
I said there were 6.
Oh, there's 6. Okay.
Now there's 5, and you still have to pick 2.
Okay.
I liked the blank one. It had a real sense of the loneliness of a large
Eating grass.
Now's not the time to be impulsive. We got to make sure we choose the right ones. Who knows where they're going to...
This is an eco ship. A blank canvas is perfect for it.
Yorin. Don't make me get my chocolate bar out again.
Jordan goes back to looking at the paintings.
Okay. So the first painting you see is a picture of the eco sculptor above Earth.
Okay.
Of actual Earth?
Actual Earth.
Like it has recognizable continents in the shape of Terra Prime?
Yes.
Okay, so we have Earth. All right. That's weird that they have a picture of us.
You don't like people spying on you from a distance?
The second picture you see appears to be a real-time image or something akin to real-time with
a GIF or a GIF?
Just a still.
Them fighting words you're in.
So you see the eco sculptor, the planet Taith, and the Hadfield in orbit.
Okay.
The third that you see is you can't tell if it's a planet or a sun, but you see a solar body in the midst of destruction.
Okay.
The fourth, you see a serene forest image.
Uh-huh.
A coursing brook through it.
Uh-huh.
And in the corner, you see a very tiny eco sculptor.
Okay.
As in, like, as part of the picture, or more like a signature?
Kind of as a signature.
Okay, so is there a question we're supposed to be answering, or are we just supposed to pick two?
Wait, was that 5 or was that 4?
That's 4.
That's four. What's the? Oh yeah, I forgot. Four.
The fifth is a picture of a race car.
What kind of race car?
An open wheel race car,
That means nothing to me.
like an Indy car.
Still doesn't
Like a
mean
Formula One car.
You're
It's
going
wheels
to the
are-
Indianapolis 500, Emily. You should know what they look like.
There's beer there. That's all I know. I don't know what the cars look like.
Fine. They don't look like a NASCAR. They've got 4 wheels. They've got front. They've got a front wing, a rear wing, and then the car is wearing a 10-gallon hat.
Oh, snap. I'm picking that one.
You're
With Nemo the cat in the driver's seat.
Oh, hell yes.
Yorin.
Hey, there's 2 pictures. You get to pick one, I get to pick one. I pick this one.
Yorin. Not now. We need.
We are of the same rank. I get to choose one.
Yorin. Let's make sure we're. They said pick 2, but they didn't tell us what to pick 2 for. Stop.
Well, this is what, obviously, if there's 2 of us, it would be what the 2 of us would pick. I would pick this. And he literally grabs the painting and tries to take it off the wall.
Yorin, can you please show some restraint? I don't want to die. If you kill me, I swear I will haunt you.
Can I get the painting off the wall?
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Is there any kind of consequences for him taking the painting off the wall? Like it falling on him?
Not as of yet.
All right.
Sorry, I should mention these are like these are roughly they vary in size, but they're all within 2 feet by 2 feet paintings. So they're smaller.
They're fairly small.
Yeah.
Okay, so Yorin, I'm gonna make a deal with you. We'll do it your way the first time, but if we get to repick, we're gonna do it my way next time. Does that make sense?
Yorin kind of squints one eye and looks like he's in thought. It shrugs.
Yorin, I need a definite answer on this.
Well, why don't you pick first and we'll deal with that when we come to it.
Yorin.
I'm not the one being indecisive here.
Yorin, this is not about being indecisive, and you know it.
Well, if you're going to be indecisive, Yorin turns to whatever was the one. These are like 3 by 3 opposites on a hallway, right?
Yeah.
I turn around whatever was exactly across from the one I just picked up, and start going to pick it up in a threatening manner.
Yorin. I slap his hand.
I'm about to touch it. Oh.
I slap his hand, and then I go and I walk over and pick up the one that has the Hadfield in real time. That one.
Okay.
Did we have a Hadfield? I thought that was the Eco Sculptor picture.
No, so you had the real time, the Eco Sculptor Thais Hadfield one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, it has both of them.
So we have race car with hat and cat, and
yeah, I should.
And real time Hadfield.
This is obviously a sign, because there's no way a random computer would know about these kind of things.
Yeah. If any listeners want to do these paintings up for us,
I would
been
love
happy
that
to see them.
Because I like made this up in the last 5 minutes in my brain, so I would love that.
Don't tell them that. This was all meticulously planned from the beginning.
Oh, I mean, I've been totally planning this. I had the concept of 6 paintings in a hallway, but what they were actually going to be, I don't know.
It's a good way to figure out a solution to a problem.
Yeah. Rough frameworks, but specifics come later.
Okay, so what happens after we pick up our pictures? Is there a place for us to put them, or do we just carry them about?
After the second one comes off the wall, you see 2 pedestals come up from the ground, several feet away from you.
Yoren kind of glares at the pedestal.
Place.
Yoren goes back to that one that was on the opposite side of the picture he was looking at before and tries to take it off the wall.
Yoren, you made your decision. What are you doing?
I'm taking this one with me. I don't want to place it over there.
Yoren.
What if I don't get it back?
I don't think that we have a choice in this. Just do what the scary voice says. Have you never seen a movie before?
Well, obviously.
Place.
All right, so
are the other paintings still around?
Yes. I walk over and place my painting on one of the pedestals, and then I stare at Yoren and give him the look that says, "Put the dang painting on the dang pedestal."
I try to grab the second one off the wall and put it on the pedestal instead.
You cannot remove it from the wall.
Damn.
I walk over and take the painting from Yoren.
No. Well, Yoren takes it over himself. Okay. Not necessary.
Stressed me out, man.
He puts it on the pedestal and takes a picture with his tricorder just for memory's sake.
All right. So once both paintings are on the pedestal, the cat race car hat stays up, and the pedestal with the real-time image sinks into the ground. A moment later, a new pedestal comes up.
Mine was right.
How do you know that? Maybe the one that went away was right.
Then why did it come back up? If it didn't come back up, we would only need to choose one more. Now we need to have two. Still.
Okay, is there a way to confirm who's right here?
Nope.
You're the logical one, Miss Vulcan. You should understand.
Yoren, you break my brain. I was a logical being before I met you.
One stayed, one left.
Fine.
If one left stayed gone, we would only have one pedestal to put things on, because that one would have been right. The one that remains was the one that stayed, and a new pedestal came up. So we still need to make two. And since the one that stayed was mine.
I just start walking away and looking at the paintings that are left. So the ones that are left.
My impeccable Vorta logic. Better than Vulcan every time.
Yes, you have Forest with Babbling Brook. You have exploding solar body.
I mean, I personally like the Forest with Babbling Brook. I mean, it kind of reminds me of home. Looks like is that a kava berry bush over there? No, probably not. But still,
your eyes are too bad. You can't tell.
I know, right? So artwork has always been hard for me.
Take the Forest with Babbling Brook off the wall and put it on the pedestal. And wait.
Mm-hmm.
Is anything happening?
Yoren just stands around with a smug look on his face. He's already won.
So is there anything else happening in the room?
We might have lost David.
The paintings disappear in a transporter whirl.
Oh. I hope that's getting transported to my quarters.
Oh, God. We're going to need therapy after this.
And
I immediately try to scan the ship's power signature to see if that was any kind of significant drain on its resources.
The ship has a minor power fluctuation, and now it's back.
Gotcha.
So we should both scan around seeing if there's like another door or something that's opening.
In place of the pedestals, you see a door that's
like
open.
In the floor?
No, in front of you.
This was a continuous hallway-ish kind of deal.
Yeah.
Okay, so like the pedestals were in front of like a wall.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just imagining like one of those doors where there's nothing behind it, but there's just a door.
Yeah.
An anywhere door.
This isn't a Q door.
Sorry. That's what I was thinking of. All right, so I go up and try to open the door.
It's open.
And
Bjorn
what, do I see?
struts
What,
right
what can I
through.
see on the other side, or is it dark?
It's dark. Very dark.
All right, we need to scan before we go in.
Do our cry quarters have like a lighting feature?
Yeah. I mean, they've got to be better than a cell phone.
I know, right?
So they've obviously got a light.
I've got to have an app for that. I mean, that would just be silly not having that.
All right, so we turn on the light on the tricorders, and how much does that illuminate the room?
As soon as it gets to the entryway of the door, the light stops.
Okay, so it doesn't actually help us see inside the room.
No.
Bjorn still struts right through. Decisiveness! Before he disappears into the darkness, he says decisiveness and takes a step in.
No, you get out decisiveness.
Oh.
Yorin!
If I hear anything from the other side, I try to poke back just my head.
You don't.
Damn. That would have been hilarious, just have my floating head there.
Oh, no, it would not. My least favorite part of you.
Sanvana, you going or you staying?
I'm debating. He's gone and he can't hear me.
Great. You debate, we'll come back.
I mean, this seems like an ideal situation for her.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Captain, I don't know what happened to Yorin. He walked through a door. It was dark. He never came back.
Oh, well.
Oh, well, I guess now we have to get a real science officer. One that won't bring back. Yeah. Tough luck. All right. Back to the control room. So you hear pick and such emanating from the guy with the cap and the microphone. But everyone's kind of wondering what is going on over there. So when we left off, this was now Tess and Orange Black doing a distraction while the rest of y'all headed for environmental control panel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it everyone else is heading for the environmental control panel, or? I mean, it's all
suggest that the rest remain hidden as backup.
I urge Tess before she goes out there to just will slip out quietly now. Rather than give away our positions.
Okay. So here's what we'll do. We'll send Orange Black first.
Oh, we lose someone?
I don't know. I hope it wasn't me.
No.
Will left.
Will, yeah.
Now he's back. Okay. Yeah. So we'll send out Orange Black first. And then based on how people react to him, we can go with Tess.
Yeah, usually you wait for a distraction to happen before you start to take the second action. So yeah, I'm done with that.
That's not how you do things in D&D. You just forget about the distraction.
All right. So Orange Black is going to kind of try to sneak over to the other side of the door at the crates over on that side, so that he's not giving away where everyone else is hiding.
He's emerging from somewhere else. Got it.
Yeah. Would you like to grant him momentum for more dice? Because this is going to be a daring security, like difficulty 2.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
We're maxed out again, right?
Yeah, now down to 5.
I'd say go for 3. Get 2 dice.
You guys sure?
I'd like to try and stay in my spot, but be able to see orange black.
Okay. So I'm going for 4 dice now.
Hey,
Remember,
Let's hope. Hey, that's a success. All right, so he just kind of like darts across the way, because he's a hologram, so he can just kind of just zip and
he doesn't have friction as a means of slowing him down.
Yeah,
he was supposed to zag.
Oh, I'm sorry. So he zigzags and gets across the way, and then from there he kind of emerges from the corner, and he just he starts walking out and goes, "Oh, greetings! I'm Orange Black. I was a sentry for all of you." And as he's doing that, I gotta roll to see how they react here. That's not good.
Uh-oh.
One of them pulls a blaster on him.
Oh, crap. I make myself known.
Okay, so you're
Put my rifle at.
So you're standing up with your phaser rifle?
Yeah, not fully standing up, but enough that they can tell.
Okay. You're still under cover.
Yeah.
Or behind cover. Yeah. I wasn't saying you were giving your cover away, but you're at least... They now know that he has friends.
Mm-hmm.
Tess will pull out her phaser, set it on stun, heavy stun, and peek around the corner as well.
I already had mine set on stun, but if not, I'll double check.
I mean, you came in with stun and nothing's changed.
Yeah.
But always good to double check these things. So Orange Black's going to keep talking. Let me guess. You're not with the preservationists. And the one just kind of starts nodding. Says, yeah. You more like hissing and going, You better come wish us. That's more my Ferengi, but...
So one pulled the blaster. I'm assuming the other three noticed as well.
The one in the cap and the mic doesn't notice anything at this point. The one that was filing through things has stopped and is definitely paying a lot more attention, but they are they're now going for cover, and they're behind objects, so you can't really see what they're doing now. For all you know, they're sitting on the ground holding their knees. The one with the blaster is starting to approach Orange Black. Well aware of Tolek and Tess, by the way. Just kind of nonchalant, thinking it has all the cards at this point. And it does kind of a head nod to the fourth guard in the room, and that guard pulls out a communicator and says,
"Stun him."
Oh, well, you can try.
We're gonna die.
You can take a shot. So that's your control security is how you make to see if you hit. This is a long range shot now with a phaser rifle, so that's what it's meant for.
Security, perfect. My best stats. That's
yes, yeah. So this is difficulty 2 because of the distance, even with the phaser rifle.
We still have a ton of momentum, or are we down to 1 now?
You guys are down to 3.
You guys cool if I use one?
I would always recommend that stopping someone from communicating is a good attempt and a good time to use momentum.
Yeah, I'd like to use all 3. Really, get 2 extra dice. I think it's worth it.
I'm not the one to stop you.
Okay.
If you guys want to use up your momentum, that's fine by me.
Go for it.
You can use 1.
Okay, I'll just use 1 then.
Okay.
That's 3 dice, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, 3, 16, 19. So it's 2 successes, but I think it's 3 successes because I have focus, phasers, and phaser rifles. So that 3 is a double, yeah?
Yes.
So yeah, I got 3 successes. And not a
20. So yeah. All right. So you so now you need to roll d6s to do damage, or to inflict stress on them. So
the effect 1 or 6? I forget.
The effect is 5 and 6.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So you get 4 plus your security rating. So I think you get 9 dice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool. Do you have the actual effect dice? Would that be easier? Or do you want
yes, I do.
Okay.
I do. So I can just roll those.
Yeah, go for it.
Roll a big tub of these dice. Oh, that's a lot of good numbers.
Yay.
What are you doing with your effects, by the way? Because you have options. You have.
I didn't know that. What can I do with effects?
Yeah, so you can choose to. Let's see. You can make it. You can't make it vicious.
I want to stun him. So.
Oh, you could go for knockdown. That might be a good thing. Or you could go for piercing, which would ignore their resistance. Or I guess you could make it vicious. So you do additional damage for every effect. It turns every effect into a 2.
Would that be additional stun damage since I'm on stun?
Yeah. So you've got a couple options. Knockdown. Basically, if you roll 1 or more effects, the target's knocked prone.
Okay. Yeah, knockdown's good.
Basically, to avoid being knocked prone, I'd have to spend as many effects in threat. Yeah. So you have to declare before I tell you what the roll is.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
So you could either do a bunch of stun damage, or you could go for the knockdown.
Okay, one or the other. And the stun damage would just ensure that he's stunned.
Yeah.
guess I'll go for the more stun damage. I want to make sure he can't talk on the communicator.
Okay. Well, so you rolled 2 2s, a 1, and then 4 effects.
Nice.
So that's 9 with 4 effects, and since you're doing extra damage, that's 13.
Cool.
So, yeah. This one is really knocked down. This one takes a knee. It's that hurt. But it's not out.
Yeah.
It's just it's really hurt.
What is the range of it? Anyways, he's far away.
Yeah, long range.
Okay.
I would say this there, because technically, like in any kind of combat, there's zones. So they're like 2 zones away.
Got it. I can't protect Orange Black. That's close protection though.
Yeah. So, okay. Since this is now combat, initiative would swap over to my side. Unless you guys want to keep the initiative, which I think somebody has the talent to do that.
Yeah, I think we both do. You and I both have quick to action.
Okay. Yeah.
During the first round of any combat, you and your allies may ignore the normal cost to retain the initiative.
Tess does not have quick to action.
Oh.
Shelby does.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was reading the one we share, close protection. My bad.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to use quick to action?
Yeah. No, see, there's no downside to it.
I mean, it's kind of now or never. So.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so that means somebody else on your side gets to act.
I'll go.
Okay.
This has a phaser out, so
Yeah. I'll pull my once the firing starts. That's a good distraction.
Yes.
So I pull my phaser to keep at the ready. I look at the doctor and say, "Stay here," and I start rushing towards the environmental controls.
Okay. You're gonna get halfway there.
Okay.
And you can use kind of like they kind of have like a main table in the center. So you can kind of use the table as cover.
Yeah, I'll duck behind there.
Of course, Doctor follows.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot. No, yeah, I'll duck there. You know, just a quick duck for cover since that's gonna be my movement anyway. And I've got my phaser at the ready in case I need to use it. But I'm trying not to call attention to myself.
Okay. So that is that's the second person to act. So now it's gonna kick over to me. All right. So the one that is, the one that was filing stuff that ducked behind the crates when she saw Orange Black, she's now reaching into her pocket again. Zip, you can see this from where you're at, but nobody else can. She's just kind of reaching into her pocket and she's kind of pressing a button.
Can I call out as a free action or?
Yeah, I'll let you do that since essentially all you did was move and cover.
Okay. I shout out, the other one's got as loud as I can, hoping everyone can hear me. The other one's pulling something out of her pocket.
Okay.
And I point, hoping they can do something.
Arson can't act again.
All right. So that's my act. So it's your side.
Can I act again, or
no? It's everyone has to do one act before we go to the second round of combat.
Okay, I thought so. I'm just checking.
Yeah. That much I know.
So is my act done as well?
Yes. Because you've done like 3 minor actions, which adds up.
Okay.
This has this thing.
So yeah, I guess Tess is gonna take a shot. You want her to shoot at the same guy you shot at? or try to. She'd have to move in order to shoot at the one that Zip just called out.
I would assume. Well, the guy I shot is pretty out of there, right?
Yeah, he is. So yeah,
Well,
she
he's not down though. He's just kind of.
He's on a knee, and he took a really heavy stun.
Yeah.
I mean, he took 13 points of stun damage.
I know moving's not ideal, but it sounds like the one Zip just saw is doing something. No.
Okay. Well, she'll kind of dart around. She'll dart around kind of where Orange Black's at, and that gets her a bit of an angle on the one that was called out by Zip, and she will aim. No, she can't aim, but she's got her Type 2 phaser, which is not accurate. Yeah, so that means she's got a control security difficulty 2 because of the cover. So you want her to spend a momentum to try to make the shot? You have 3.
I think it's worth it.
Spend one.
All right.
Call it out.
That good, huh?
13, 18, 18.
Is that one success?
That is one success, but
not enough, I'm guessing.
No, it would take 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, her shots. She takes a shot, and it puts a nice scorch mark in the filing cabinet.
Well, at least it wasn't our environmental controls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doc next?
No, now it's back on my side.
All right.
Yeah. So the one in, I guess kind of the one in the back kind of runs forward, and he pulls out a weapon that's significantly smaller than the one that the one that accosted Orange Black has. So less of a blaster, more of a pistol.
Derringer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not gun. These are still, energy weapons.
Mm-hmm.
But
about on par with the.
I'm just talking about like size.
Yeah, it's more of a Type 1 phaser rather than a Type 2 phaser.
It's a cricket.
Yeah. And he is now aiming for Tess, who is a little less covered.
Yo.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. And that actually even crits. So.
Ouch.
Well, it's not so much as just. Well, actually,
this is more this is the targeting portion of it, isn't it?
That's the targeting, but it
Yeah.
gives me, because I over succeeded, so it gives me more threat to play with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is going to be the ouch. Or okay, I spoke too soon. Okay, I rolled 3 effects, and that's it. So Tess is gonna take. That's gonna be. Yeah, that was knockdown. No, it can't be knockdown. Yeah, it is. She's going to take a shot straight to her left thigh.
Mm.
And it is for 4 stress.
Got it.
So it was not ideal, but all right. So that stings. All right. But I should note that one that just shot her is not covered.
Mm.
All right, the doctor grabs a hypo spray from his kit and goes to load it with like a metabolism slowing agent, something that would work rather well on reptiles
Okay.
or cold-blooded creatures.
Sure.
Basically equivalent of like a, what do you call it, a sedative.
Yeah. Yeah. I got you.
And heads over to get at that one.
Which one?
The one that's open. The one that
Okay.
just took the shot.
I mean, that one that took the shot is across the table. They're like 2-3 zones away.
Well, who's closest? And they're probably all looking at the other away team members that are doing things. They don't know that we're here yet. They haven't seen us.
Okay, so the one that one is still probably the closest, but it's going to take you until the next round to get to them.
Well, I figured it would take a little bit of time to prep the hypo and to start moving, so that's fine.
Okay.
That's why I said head towards.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep. Yeah, I should have declared a little preparation earlier. Oops. Oh well.
Yeah. Well, you also couldn't get further than zip.
Yeah.
All right. So then the one at the control panel and the mic is just staying there. They've got a job to do.
What's the third one?
That was the one I wanted to go for.
I mean, you can change targets. They're all
that's the one I want to focus on because that's the one that seems to be a little bit too attentive on its task.
Yeah. Because the 4 are the one on the ground that Zip called out that had something in her pocket. Mm-hmm. The one that accosted Orange Black that is severely wounded at this point. The one that shot at Tess, and then the one that's at the control panel.
Oh, the one that had the pocket wasn't the one that shot Tess. Got it.
No, all she did was go for her pocket.
Mm-hmm. And press a button or something. Activate something.
Activate whatever's in her pocket.
Yeah, probably emergency therapy.
So now it's a new round of combat. And you guys have the initiative. So.
How much ground can I cover and still fire the rifle?
And still fire the rifle? You would get 1 zone.
Okay.
I'd recommend you just take another shot from where you are, because then you could actually aim.
Yeah, that's true. I'm also trying to protect the XO, though.
I mean, she's probably going to get behind cover to start her turn. If you want her to act first, she can get behind cover.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll go. Yeah.
All right. So she says, "Okay, I gotta get behind cover," and she starts moving back. I figure Tolek, you're on the as you come in the door, you're on the left side. She's gonna go for the crates on the right side of the door.
Okay.
And she's going to take a shot back at the one that shot her, because revenge is a dish best served through the barrel of a phaser.
Yeah. That was my target, too, because it's the only one with a gun that's active right now, right?
Yeah, that you guys can actually see.
Oh.
So this is difficulty 1. So this should not be difficult. Oh, yeah. She hit him. And then this is... What, 8? Yeah, 8 dice back at him. Oh, and of course, this is this is vicious, so every effect's doing one more. 10 damage.
Wow.
7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Still up.
Mm-hmm.
Still kicking, but he is hurting. That one has is kind of rubbing. The phaser hit him like center mass, and he is kind of clutching at his rib cage. So yeah, that one's in a hurt right now.
That's good.
So the female is the one that went for her pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Her action's going to be to, at least to start, is going to be to yell at you. You might as well all give up. Reinforcements are on the way. You got about 2 minutes before they're all here.
Nice of them to give us that much information.
2 minutes translates to 2 rounds.
And we still have communication.
2 rounds of everybody getting to do stuff.
Yeah.
Who hasn't acted yet? Anyone?
Well, Tess is the only one that acted this round.
It's new round. Okay.
It's new round.
Okay.
I was going to phaser unless someone has something more pressing.
You're going to phaser her?
Well, I'm going to target her pocket, so maybe the stun will screw that thing up too.
I don't think that's going to be very helpful.
So the two other guys are hurting.
The first one is still under heavy stun. He's still down on a knee. It's going to take him a minute to get back up.
How close is Orange Black to her?
Orange Black to her would he definitely, or it definitely, it can see her.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys didn't give Orange Black a weapon.
Yeah.
Well, anything Orange Black can do unarmed combat.
Well, I was thinking about shouting out to Orange Black and just saying to stop her. And then, if it's going to take time for Orange Black to get there, we can still do our stuff. Or we can let him do.
Damage is already done as far as what she can do, short of her pulling a weapon.
Okay.
It's continually transmitting, disabling it would still be helpful. But if it was just a one...
I think it's a one-off.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, like, what she said just basically confirmed it. It's like, she's already called for help.
Could be bluffing. She could just have nothing in her pocket.
No, it's possible.
Okay. I've got an idea then. So, unless someone else wants to go.
No, if you got a better idea, I'm just...
Go after the mic person with the...
Yeah. I'm saying it's an idea. I'm not saying it's a good... But, okay. I'm going to stand up, train my phaser on her, and, and just say, okay, hands up. All of you surrender now. You're surrounded. So we've got her flanked, me and is it Topek? Tolek. Okay. Tolek you're flanking the 3 of them now, with Tess in the middle, able to shoot her too. So shoot them too.
Mm-hmm.
So I just call out the phaser targeting her. I just call out, say, surrender now.
She looks at you and goes...
Okay, so I take off running towards the environmental control station.
Okay. You get there, and she stands up and starts running after you. Or starts trying to run after you.
That's her action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doc continues after the helmeted one.
I'm gonna
Okay.
I go next to shoot the one chasing him.
Okay, so you're shooting her. Go ahead and roll. It's gonna be difficulty. It's gonna be difficulty 2, but you're accurate, so you get a reroll of a d20. Because of your phaser rifle.
I'll kind of zip up with. We didn't pull our weapons first. We didn't come here to fight. And shoot her.
Yeah, I'm perfectly okay with you shooting her in the back right now.
Yes. Yeah. That's right.
She retorts, "I know. We tried to split you up intentionally."
Oh, that was you. How much momentum do we have?
2.
I'd like to use one for an extra die.
Go for it. I don't want you to miss.
That's 3 dice, right? Control and security.
Yeah.
Okay, I have 3 successes, and the downside is a complication. 1, 15.
But you get a reroll.
Oh, I do. Okay, I'm rerolling the 20.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay, much better. So that is 4 successes: 13, 1, and 15.
Okay, so you now have 3 momentum.
Yes.
Because you spent 1, gained 2.
Awesome.
Okay, so another 9 dice. 9 effect dice.
Wow.
Are you trying to just stun her more? Is that the idea here?
Actually, I think if I get any effect, I might go for the knockdown since she's running after him.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Stop her from running.
If you get any effects. Yeah.
If I do, yes.
Yeah. No, when you get effects.
Oh, okay. I can't see the dice. I don't know.
No, it's. I'll say this: you rolled 1 blank.
Oh wow!
On 9 dice. Knockdown. Yeah.
David's always rolling my effect dice.
Yeah. Apparently. All right. Yeah. So that did 10. And she's really knocked down.
And a knockdown, nice.
Yeah. So as she's running, she gets hit like in between the shoulder blades,
nice.
And she just crumbles.
Goes spinning.
Yeah, she just not even spinning. She just face plants on the ground. Just straight down.
Just crumble down. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, yeah. She's just not worth spending the threat to get back up. You roll too many effects; it's just not worth it.
That's crazy.
If you'd rolled like 1 or 2 effects, I'd probably have her get back up. No.
Oh, maybe like 8.
You rolled 4 effects.
Oh wow.
I'm like, I value my threat too much.
Well, considering your initials, David, you could just say, "What would DM do?"
Yeah.
And it would just totally work.
All right. So the first one, the one you shot on your first round, Tolek, that one is going to get up from its knee, still gingerly. So you notice, everybody kind of notices it taking a little while to get up. Still kind of clutching at its side as well as favoring its right knee. So like clutching its left side, favoring the right knee. And it actually aims for the female Taethan.
What?
Yeah.
That's weird. One of them must be. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And that's enough that she doesn't look like she's getting up. He now, after he takes that shot, he gets down on his knees, puts his hands behind his head.
Oh.
Drops, as he's getting down on the ground, he throws his gun across the room.
A survivor.
Your act.
What do we have left? Orange, black?
Orange, black, and yeah, actually just
Doc.
orange, black. No, because Doc, you ran further towards the.
I thought we were on the next round.
No, we haven't gotten around.
I've only done the one thing, right?
Oh
no,
you further. I think.
Oh yeah, he ran behind me the first round. I don't remember him doing anything in the second round.
Exactly.
I thought you ran further, but I could have been wrong.
It's all good.
Yeah. Okay, so we have orange, black, and the doctor to go. And I just have. Yeah, I have somebody left.
Since the doctor's the only one.
Knock a fool out, Doctor.
Let's go after that helmeted fellow.
Okay. You can certainly make a roll. What? This is going to be...
Because it's already stunned, right?
No, nobody shot him.
No, that's the one that was down on a knee, wasn't it? That's why.
No.
No, the dude was the first one that had.
That was the first one to get shot.
I thought you were going for the one on the microphone.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that one.
The helmet. The helmet and the microphone.
Yeah, it's just been sitting at the microphone. The one that pulled the blaster was the one on the knee.
Okay, I'm hearing things differently. So
there were 4.
Yeah.
The first one is the one that approached Orange Black when he introduced himself. The second one was kind of the one guarding the guy on the mic. The third one was the female that has now been shot a couple of times and probably isn't getting back up. And then the fourth one is the one that's only ever been sitting at this control console with the microphone and a headpiece that looks like it's interacting with some kind of computer program.
Yeah.
Right.
I've stunned 2, Tess has stunned 1, and no one's shot at the microphone. So.
Well, definitely going after that one. That's
okay.
The goal.
Sweet.
That's the one I've been heading towards.
All right. So this will be. This is going to be a contested control security. Control security. Unless, okay, sorry.
His with the hypo spray. Yeah.
His control security versus your control medicine
makes sense. Going for the right target, right spot on the body. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, because it's kind of he's trying to resist because he has enough self-awareness to understand that something's happening.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Whoops, wrong ones. Those 2.
Yeah.
7-3.
So do you have any focuses that might... Yeah, of course you'd have a focus like that.
Mm-hmm.
Backstory
of my character is he was once recruited by Section 31 for the odd mission.
Sure. Bashir-esque.
Kind of, yeah.
So what, you have 3 successes?
Basically, yeah.
Well, we have what artists like to call a draw.
Boo.
So, like, what? I'm like going down and like the hand comes up to stop, or like
yeah. So
struggling, or...
like as you go in for the hypo spray, you feel this hand just reach up and grab your wrist and push it up, and it's a good struggle. And as you're struggling, the hypo spray slips out of your hand.
I was wondering if I could throw a little bit of reactionary in there just to make things interesting. You can
Sure.
decide if I would go limp with everywhere except for my hand holding the hypo spray in hopes that it would kind of throw him off a little bit. Maybe try to get like foot, leg, ankle. Just
remember, he's sitting. So he has you have some advantage because of you standing.
Yeah, and positioned basically to his back. That's the other thing, right? Because he'd be sitting at the console at the microphone, so he would have had to turn to grab. But given the 3 successes on their side, it was allowed him to do that.
Yeah. So part of the 3 successes on their side is that the hypo spray is falling out of your hand.
Okay.
But
catch it with my left.
Sure. I will buy that.
Yeah.
You can catch it with your left, but it's going to take you another round to figure out how to get it into him with
spin
your
it
left
into
hand.
position so that I can actually
Okay,
it.
So you're still grappling with each other here.
Cool.
That hypo spray sitting in your left hand. There we go. Now we've kind of worked this all out. So
cool.
You're grappling. It's out of your hand, but you managed to catch it, and yeah. All right. So that's also going to use up their turn. Because of it being a draw. If they had taken the win on you, then you don't want to know what would have happened.
Okay.
There's all kinds of rules for that. You might have been on the ground writhing in pain from getting hit by the hypo spray.
I'd have a response for that. It's planned.
Anywho, is that? I think that's round. Because my second guy's still writhing from getting hit.
We'd have orange black left.
Orange black.
Okay, so my second guy's gets back up. That's his action. The one that you shot center mass or I think Tess shot center mass in the rib cage. So they're back up. So orange black can go. What do you want him to do? To do.
Go. Unarmed strike the one that just got out there. So he's close enough.
Sure. I totally have a character sheet for orange black here somewhere. There we go.
Got a better idea, but that's the only one that's getting back up right now.
Yeah. All right. Control security. Oh. Okay. Well, good news. He's gonna hit him.
Bad news.
Bad news. I rolled a 20.
Oh. That's not good.
No. Good news. He's gonna do an unarmed strike.
Yay.
That's not a bad roll.
Taught him the art of the bench, but I did not.
I don't know how a hologram does that much damage, but he did. I guess he learned something from his Vulcanness.
It did something that gives paper cuts.
Yeah, so that one takes like a karate chop to the shoulder, neck area. It's just like he's not having a good day.
Oh.
Yeah. So now he's kind of grabbing at his left shoulder, just like, oh, come on. So new round.
Yeah. What happened to the? So what did the doctor end up doing to the guy at the microphone again? Did the hyperspray work? I know he fell.
We're grappling currently.
Yeah.
It hasn't resolved yet.
Got it. Okay, cool.
So you've got a new round of combat. You guys still have initiative.
And it's the last round before the so-called threat of reinforcements may or may not arrive.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe someone should try and contact the ship.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
I wish I could hear you. I run to the computer console.
You know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so you're at the computer console.
All right, so I'm going to try to access environmental controls and bring the temperature of the whole place, or as much of the place as I can, way down.
I feel like a moot point now.
Well, not if there are reinforcements coming, because it would affect them too.
Yeah.
All right. Reason engineering difficulty 3.
How much momentum do we have?
3.
Okay. I am going to use my nothing better than practical experience value to burn a determination.
There you go.
And add a crit to my results.
Okay.
Nice.
So and we start each session with one determination, right?
Yes, but the way I'm doing this, because this whole Taithan arc is one story, because momentum's carrying and threat's carrying, determination's not refreshing.
I have 2 determination from way back in the day.
Yes,
those
you
carry
do.
forward.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure of the count.
Now you're also veteran, and veteran lets you. When you spend determination, you roll a d6. If an effect is rolled, you immediately regain that determination.
That's right.
Ooh,
So
nice.
go ahead and roll a d6 on that die roller, or have me roll it. And if you roll a 5 or 6, you get it back.
Right. All right. So I'm rolling a d6. 2. Oh, dang it. Okay. So 1 determination down.
Yeah.
1 left. Okay. So I have 2 successes now. How much momentum do we have?
3.
I'm going to add. I'm tempted to use all of them, but
So here's the way it
I'm
works.
okay with that.
Your determination die is the first die that you,
right. So I have 2 successes of
Yes.
the 3 I needed.
and you've already bought 1. So if you want to buy 1 more die, it's 2.
Oh, that counts as
costs
a
2.
buy.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you've bought a die. Now it's guaranteed, but you've bought a die. So if you want, you can only buy 2 more.
Oh, okay. I'll spend 2 momentum to buy 1 more dice.
Okay.
So I've got 3 dice to roll.
I mean, at this point, you're basically buying dice to gain momentum.
Right. Well, I still need I still need 1 more success. But
You do.
Yeah, I want to overkill this. So
That is the idea,
all right. So 3 dice.
and it is
Oh.
reason engineering.
Reason. Yeah, I've got
7.
17 on this. Not a problem.
And,
8.
and you've got a computer's focus.
Which is
So
engineering 5.
5s. Yeah.
8, 11, 5. So that's 4 successes more.
So 6 total successes.
Yes.
So you get 3 momentum back.
Puts us at 4.
Yeah, so you spent
Yeah.
momentum to gain momentum.
I'm down for that. Well done.
So, alrighty. So you access the computer program or the computer console. For being as old as it is, the software is fairly modern. Also odd that there was no like password, login info, encryption to get in.
So someone hacked the
Arrogance.
system.
God love when the enemy is arrogant.
Well, It is also environmental control.
Is the
True.
password?
Guessed.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's it. You got into
admin.
Or is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
no. You got into the
Spaceballs.
guest. You got into the guest account, but it still controls everything you need.
Yeah.
You're like,
There's no account security.
you're like, run environmental control. It's like, yes. Cold. Okay.
Extreme cold.
Extreme cold.
Talking below.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you sure? Yes. This action requires admin authority. You just grab her hand and put it on the control console. Granted.
Yep. I want at least negative 40 degrees, which is the same in both temperature, in both Celsius and Fahrenheit. So I'm safe.
Negative 40 Kelvin. What are you doing?
We don't need it that cold because we still want to function. But they are, cold-blooded, so we don't need it to be like too much below freezing.
Screw it. If I'm going down, everyone's going down. That's
I only function.
Oh boy, not working with this guy again.
But I only do the hot well.
I know, you've got Vulcans here.
it'll be fine.
Hey, worst case, Orange Black will get you all out.
Yeah.
Although I'm sure the mobile emitter stops working at some point.
Doc should be all right.
I also have
Bajani.
I have no idea how the cold affects Vorta, so good luck.
They're tropical marsupial type origins, so they probably wouldn't handle the cold too well.
What's the doctor?
The doctor is Bajani. He has the ability to compartmentalize his mind to function under great stresses.
Can he handle the cold?
To a point, like more so than a human could, absolutely. But like anything, blood flows through his veins, so eventually, once the blood stops flowing, he's going to croak.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be better off than the reptiles.
Minus 400! No.
Oh, no.
All right. So with my initiative, I take the first one, the one that shot her, the one running after Zip, and that one just kind of, while still being laid prone, starts shouting and says, "Orange Black, don't shoot! It's me." Greth. I've been a spy with the deconstructors. I'm a preservationist.
Which one's saying that?
The one that gave himself up.
Oh, okay.
The one that stunned the woman or knocked
Yeah,
out
that
the
makes
woman.
sense.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
I
You pulled the blaster, of course. It starts all the time.
had to make a good show of everything. But I did what was right.
Sure, right?
I hope no one's hurt. Tess kind of gets up and says, I've had worse. Oh.
Does he know if that reinforcement button thing's real?
Ask him about it.
Yeah. He would know.
Can we secure the doors to prevent them from entering?
That's what my action this round was going to be.
Yeah. Well, better to ask the person who knows the systems to maybe do it for us than to try to figure it out.
Hit the upper button 3 times. That'll at least lock the door.
Well, that's good.
Obviously, we have a lot more to talk about, but the start of this it's not good.
While this goes on, the doctor just goes to assess any potential injuries and treatments.
You're still grappling, Doctor.
Oh, I thought this was... Okay. Okay, this didn't sound like... It sounded like it's all calm now. My bad. Never mind.
No, because he's still lying on the floor trying not to get shot.
It's all
Gotcha.
calm except in the corner that music is playing.
Yeah, in the corner there's still dun 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 dun.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So yeah, that was my act. Doctor, Tolek.
Yeah.
I don't know. You two seem to be the ones that actually have things to do this round.
Doctor wants to finish this.
Okay, Doctor.
Yeah.
You gonna?
All right. So twist the hypo around in the left hand and realign it so that I can apply it to an exposed part of the guy's body while eye contact and hand wrestling with the other hand is trying to distract him from even knowing what happened or what's going on with the other.
Sure. It's still contested, but sure.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. Just trying to like draw attention to my eyes, my snarling face, and the hand that he's gripping.
I didn't roll as well as I did last time, so that's
12 and 5.
I mean that seems like you're going to succeed. I would hope. I would really hope. Yeah, you do.
Okay, good.
I said it was it's controlled. Yeah. Okay, cool. So while he's distracted, because remember he had to use his left hand to kind of chop at your arm to get you to drop that. So the best he kind of does, as he kind of feels your body weight shifting to his left side, he kind of swings his elbow back at you. And he does one final desperate plea of pressing the mic and going, "Run the other way."
Interesting.
Very interesting.
And then you get the hypo spray into his shoulder, neck.
That would be below his arm, based
Okay.
on the positioning.
Fine.
Maybe like
you get it into
side.
him, and he just drops out of the chair.
Cool.
Just crumples. So before anything else happens, real quick, because we're gonna just put a bow on this episode and continue it in 2 weeks. Running back to Yorin and Sanvana, and I promise we're out of here in like 10 minutes, if that. Over the intercom, you hear the disenchanted or disembodied voice, not disenchanted. And you hear, "Run the other way."
Both of us are just Sanvana.
No, you both hear that.
Oh, that's not confusing at all. The other way of what?
Back down the corridor the way they came?
I look around the room and see if the other door is opened up or is it still closed.
You can't see it from where you're standing.
I contemplate the idea that I would be running away from Yorin.
Oh boy.
And that is an ideal situation for me.
Can Yorn, in fact, return the other way or no? From wherever he is.
Do you want to try?
Well, I want to at least poke my head through the door and see if I can give Sanvana a scare.
He wants to so badly.
Disembodied head, man. It's great.
Yeah. At this point, you look back the way you came, and Sanvana, you now see the head and slight bit of a neck of a Vorta.
Yeah.
A specific one of that.
Did you hear that too?
Yeah. What? Huh? I thought you fell down a well or something like that.
Where's Timmy?
What did I see in my 30-second to 1 minute exploration of the other side of the dark portal?
Blackness.
Not
It's all black on that side.
With my flashlight.
Flashlight wasn't working.
Flashlight doesn't seem to work in there, but I did manage to find my way back this way.
Well, as proud of you as I am, do you think we should go? Which way do you think we should go? I can't see going the other way, but it doesn't seem.
I mean, we worked so hard to get this way already.
But you said you couldn't see anything in that room anyway. We could potentially get stuck in there forever.
Yorin, projects towards the disembodied voice ceiling or whatever. Okay, hey, can you repeat that? What'd you say?
You get nothing.
I still like trying this way.
Doctor, back in the control room, you now catch a glimpse of the computer screen, and you see Yorin and Sanvana on the screen.
Hey, I found the others. I call out to the rest of the people around me.
I'll run up to the doctor.
So Zip, you get to that screen and you see the same thing. You see Yorin and Sanvana. Well, more so, you see Sanvana and Yorin's disembodied head.
I look to Greth and kind of tilt my head over to the console to kind of give the clue, like, can you help here?
She finally did it. That murderous wench.
Hey, I'm not a wench.
It's
no problem with being a murderer. That's not a wench.
They're on the. Hold on.
Thing.
They're on the Nabazin Vendi. It's a puzzle. They have to proceed, and then they get to a transporter, and they can come here.
And if they fail, they get their heads chopped off? What the hell?
No, he's in a room that's. It's, for lack of a better word, it's a pocket dimension. It's a room within a room where nothing. It's a maze where everything inside is black. It's all electronics cease to work, and
what can we tell them to guide them to help them get here?
Keep going.
Can we just beam them here?
Hit the button and just say, keep going.
Do I recognize the voice, or is it like garbled?
No, so you hear keep going, but you hear keep going.
And I say, oh, this is the doctor. We've got the control room. Keep going.
And it comes out, this is God.
Brush your teeth.
Yeah, and okay, so it comes out, this is God, brush your teeth.
No.
Oh, this is the doctor.
You're not Yorin.
Yeah.
I look at Yorin very confused. Geez, he could make up his mind. Go back, go forward, go straight, like, you know.
And now you hear.
Oh,
and now you hear, this is the doctor. We have the control room. Keep going.
Okay.
The doctor? I don't remember anyone named the doctor.
Yorin, it's the doctor.
Gil? That didn't sound like Gil.
I don't have the time, energy, or patience to explain how voice modulation works to you, but let's keep going forward.
Hey, can you turn off the laser turrets?
By the way, you can't really hear them. You can just kind of
just see them.
I think this is
can I grab the helmet and put it on?
Tigreth says, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I reach for the helmet. I hear that and I go, oh, all right.
It's kind of geared to our genetics.
I pick it up, hand it to him.
Well, he's still prone on the ground.
I'll reach it out or hold it out.
Well, he's like 50 feet away.
Get over here.
Get over here.
I'm like gesturing.
Knock
Like,
him over there.
Okay. So that's the place we're gonna call it. Sorry.
You're
Sorry. Hold on. Two other things. Tolek.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Did Tess hit the door thing 3 times, or?
I think you did as the doctor's talking about all of this because the door's been locked and sealed the best you can.
Just wondering what was happening.
I guess it's been locked. It's not like anybody took a phaser to steal it.
Oh, I mean, we could do that too. I have to take it off.
I mean, you could. You certainly could.
That might actually be better than my original plan, which was to kind of look around the room for anything that was light enough I could move and shove in front of the door.
I mean, the crates are certainly movable
That's happening.
because they had to be moved at some point. So you're starting to move crates.
Yeah, I'm fortifying the doorway, basically.
Okay. That's probably a good plan. I like that plan. So you'll do that, and then so as you're doing that, you hear banging at the door,
Oh, so it was real.
and that's where we'll end it.
Dun, dun, dun.
how well can we hear the banging at the door? Because they didn't seem to hear it very well last time.
Well, okay,
Sorry.
you guys knocked at the door.
Yeah.
I was gonna
You guys
say,
are pounding on it.
Out of character, hey guys, Yoren's here.
Hmm?
I said out of character, hey guys, Yoren's here.
What's up?
All
That was
right.
fast.
All right. So that's that. Next time, June 1st, we'll have Ken Yarn and Sanvana get out of the dark maze.
Thrilling conclusion.
Will they ever get together?
Move along home.
will they ever
Alamarine.
get together?
We're
No.
together right now. What are you talking about?
No. Will the away team ever get together?
No.
Will we ever figure out the mysteries of the Eco Sculptor?
That'd be weird.
Is Tigreth who he appears to be? Why did he shoot the female Taithan?
Is orange really the new black?
Didn't we make that joke last time?
Yes.
I wasn't present.
Yeah. How will this all work together? Well,
The world may never know.
no, well, let's hope the world
Oh.
knows.
Will 2 pizzas really satisfy the entire away team while they wait?
Nope.
No.
No.
Not without chocolate.
Not without pineapple.
Pineapple. High
Let's
five,
not-
bro.
Let's not start that debate. Although I'm on Team Pineapple.
Yanni Laurel?
Thank you for joining us.
No.
This evening, everybody.
Bad Nick, bad Nick, go away.
Click.
All right. Until June 1st, we'll see you around the shipyard. Guten
So long.
Nacht.